get the chance to start at Headingley as well is always nice, home ground. But yeah, it's a very talented group of players that are very capable of special things, and really excited about where we can take this team.
Returning Test captain says small adjustments will make a big difference in a post-Bazball world. England get going against Pakistan at Headingley tomorrow. Babar Azam is ruled out through injury. There's plenty to see and do on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel. Next, Harry Kane's representatives are said to have held talks with Saudi side Al Hilal. talkSPORT understands the England captain is on a three-man shortlist along with Victor Osimhen and Ollie Watkins. Our chief football correspondent Alex Crook says it's a very real possibility, just not yet.
I expect him to sign a new deal at Bayern Munich. I would expect him to stay in Germany for at least another couple of seasons. That would take him up to the European Championships on home soil, which may well be his last tournament as an England player. And I think then possibly, the Saudi avenue becomes available.
Al Hilal's technical director is Simon Francis, formerly of Bournemouth. Guglielmo Vicario has left Tottenham for Juventus, initially on a season-long loan. There is the option for an £8.5 million purchase in that deal. An Arsenal club legend and World Cup winner, Patrick Vieira, has become Senegal's new head coach. The former Palace boss was born in Senegal. Plenty more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
Meta's going to trial over claims it's deliberately designed its platforms to be addictive, and find out which sporting icon Aaron Pierre wants to play in a biopic. More from Amelia at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. With over 400 EV-ready centres across the UK, we're top of the league for electric car owners. Visit quickfit.com and book today.
A lot cooler this afternoon and cloudy for most of us, with the odd bit of drizzle. Wetter spells further west.
Why are you laughing? Good afternoon. You listen to Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo and Mr. Darren Bent.
It's Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
There you go. See, fantastic show today. Busy one as well. The Premier League officially opens its doors to a new season today, and we're going to be welcoming it in style. We're going to be joined by a host of special guests. I mean, look at this. Mikel Arteta is going to join us. Premier League winning manager.
Live.
Frank Lampard. Yeah, all live, by the way. Frank Lampard is going to join us. And a man that Bentley hopes scores more than 15 Premier League goals this season, Victor Gyökeres, is going to join us. What number is he going to get this season? What's a good number for Victor Gyökeres this season?
Well, do you know what he got?
No, just the Premier League. Just the Premier League.
In the Prem?
Yeah, what's a good number?
For him, I'd say probably 15.
15. Yeah. It's safe, innit? Yeah. We'll also look ahead to the new season with the people in charge, Howard Webb and Premier League Chief Exec Richard Masters. All that plus, we've got this week's The Voice as Adam Smith joins us live from Cape Cod, that's in the States, and we're going to speak to Coventry defender Joe Oladipo. This is Drive on talkSPORT. Remember, you can get involved 03717 22 3344.
We'll have a bit of that.
Joel, who's coming on? Joel, who?
Huh?
Who's coming on?
Oladipo.
Oh, look
Come
at
on,
you.
mate.
Look at you.
Come on.
Well done,
Hey,
Becky.
listen, it's not by accident.
Yeah. Well done, sir. Well done. Mr. Paddle King is in the building.
How are you, boss?
Not bad, not bad.
Been a while.
What's
I ain't
going
seen
on
you
with
for
you
a
and Paddle, by the way?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, when we were doing these last year,
Yep.
every time Goldstein went off to play a bit of pool,
Yeah.
they said, Addy, can you come in? I was like, of course I can come in. You were getting into it. I felt like you were starting to play paddle. Now, I mean, they're tagging you. Like, the paddle, whoever they are tagging you is like the next star.
No,
Are you that good?
No, next star, just play
Are
a
you
lot.
good?
No, do you know what it is? I'm just a voice for the sport.
Okay.
Like right now, it's not even right now, but like it's an incredible sport. Like if you don't play it, it's so much fun. The amount of people that I know, like, how do I start? It's so good. That's why people tag me, because I play it so often, and I'm not.
How often?
Every day, probably.
What?
Yeah, probably every day.
So, okay, this is me asking like silly questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Premier League level paddle.
Yeah.
Are you like National League?
No, like what are you compared to the top boys?
I'm talking about the top boys.
The top boys are like top,
scary.
Yeah.
Scary, okay.
I couldn't describe to you. Like it would be like me playing Sunday League, and then playing Premier. Like the gap would be that they're Premier League champions, and I'm like Sunday League. Yeah.
Is it as hard as? Obviously, it's not as hard as tennis.
No, but then
is it harder than badminton? and this is me not even taking the mick, I'm just serious questions. You play badminton as well, that's why. Is it harder than badminton?
I'd say so. But I'd say with
I might get into this.
The only thing with tennis, right, is that to have a really good game of tennis, both of you need to play tennis. Don't you? There's no point.
Whereas it hits the net all the time.
Exactly. Always hits it out. Whereas paddle, because of the walls and the glass, it makes it a little bit more even. So you initially starting off is a lot easier than tennis, which is why they pick it up.
Okay, final question.
You're seeing all age ranges playing it.
Is it expensive? Final question. If anyone wants to get in, if I want to walk up to a paddle club right now,
depends where you go.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
in Stratford, is it? There's one there. I see it on the highway.
There's a few that are quite expensive.
Yes, not accessible, is it? Not accessible.
No, but sometimes it depends on who you know in it. Because if you know certain
people,
I know you, then
if I say Bentley,
but no, it's expensive. But listen, it's what a sport, great sport
indeed. All right, this is the best sport though, isn't it? Football, and we're going to start the show by talking about referees.
Good link that.
Good little segue.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Let me finish the rest though, because I might mess up the read. Thank you. We are talking referees because the decisions they make could be about to become a bit more transparent.
I think we all have to understand each other's perspective. I think we have to understand that certain decisions are subjective.
They're marking their own homework, Alan. They can produce statistics however they like.
People make mistakes in their jobs, and referees make mistakes. Managers, players, owners.
The more we can educate people about why we make a decision and the framework we use to make a decision, then that can only be good for the game.
Can you make sure your phone's on silent, please?
My mum saying good start to the show. A number of measures are being introduced by the Premier League in an attempt to improve the transparency around the decision referees make. Judgments that the key match incidents panel make will now be made public for the first time. Selected quotes from the referees and VAR about why they made certain decisions will also be published. Plus, RefCam will be expanded to allow broadcasters to publish conversations between players and officials up to 2 times per round of fixtures. Interesting. Before we read on that, are you okay with that?
I like transparency.
I always feel like, but the conversation between you and refs, I feel like fans don't know how naughty those conversations can be and what players get away with.
Most of the time, it's like there is probably
there's a lot of swear words.
Yeah, there's a few bleeps in there, but I like the transparency, and also as well, it's a way of not even so much getting fans on the side of refs, because you'll now be able to hear how players speaks to referees and how difficult it is, and why now refs certainly nowadays react the way that they do, maybe brandishing the yellow card very quickly. So I like when it comes to referees, I like transparency. If you're talking about player to player, no, I don't want to hear those conversations. That should remain private. But certainly if there's been a decision given and a player goes up to the referee and we can hear these kind of conversations, I like that. Why would you not? Find
we've already sort of seen the start of that, haven't we? You know, when refs now explain why they're given a penalty.
Yeah.
Do you like that? When they go to the VAR, look at the TV, they come around and say, okay, number 4, because of... Do you like that kind of stuff? I like that.
Again, I think all people want is a little bit of transparency. Because the amount of times we were guessing, I hate when a decision takes a long time and there's no replays of what's going on. Everyone's kind of guessing what's happening. But by this situation and them talking about it, and now we're going to be listening to the players talking to the referee, that's all you want. That is exactly all you want. I think supporters were sick and tired of VAR and not knowing what's going on, no transparency. We're all guessing. We're all sitting there, twiddling our thumb thinking what's going to happen next. I like this. This is, again, another decision that they've made, which I like.
Aren't there too many changes to football, though, Benny? I almost feel like there's a lot going on. Like, football is no longer... Like, football of 10 years ago is no longer football now.
No.
Yeah, it's completely changed.
It's completely changed, and it's not just like, even from a refereeing standpoint, you're talking about from the tackles. Like, you can't tackle a certain way now. Even the decisions around goalkeepers and set plays, they're not getting as much protection as they did. Pretty much now, the moment you raise your foot off the ground, it's now a yellow card, potentially red if it's dangerous play. So it's almost turned into a game of interceptions. Because if you put those days of, right, let's start the game fast, first challenge. Like, I remember sitting in the dressing room.
You're allowed to do the first one. You used to be allowed to get away with the first hit.
First challenge, first header, you win it. You get into their faces. That can't happen now because referees nowadays don't care. It could be the first 10 seconds. If you put a strong challenge in or follow through by accident, that you're out of control, red, off.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. You mentioned the goalkeepers there, and this is leading on to the next conversation. Former professional ref Howard Webb joined our chief football correspondent Alex Crook at the Premier League launch event today, and Crookie started by asking him about the goalkeeper tactical timeouts this season.
Over the last couple of seasons, we've seen a reduction in effective playing time. We've seen the tactics within the game change. The game evolves all the time. Everybody's trying to get those marginal gains, and we've done pretty well actually in terms of increasing effective playing time, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But tactics have evolved, and we've seen the game slowing down a little bit. So when you make any changes to the laws of the game, it's meant to have a positive impact. And one of the things that we're always looking to do is increase the tempo and the flow of the game. It's what we're always told fans want to see, a fast-flowing game without too many stoppages. So some of the changes that we're seeing this season, that we already saw in the World Cup, are meant to ensure the game restarts more quickly than before, and there's some new measures that the referees can apply to make sure that happens.
One more aspect of sort of changes in the way things are done, protocols. I was reading, I think in The Guardian yesterday, about the fact that conversations between referees and captains and players are now going to be broadcast on television using the RefCam technology. Is that accurate? And what is the reasoning for that?
Yeah, so over the last couple of years we've used the RefCam, and you saw it at the World Cup, and the referee wears a camera at eye-line level. It gives some really great insights into the view that they've got on the game from the visuals. But we've also, over the course of the last season, created some packages post-game where not only can you see the view that the referee had, but you can also hear some of the conversations that are taking place between the referee and the players. And the football public seem to really like that. We got a lot of positivity in terms of giving that insight. So there will be some opportunities in-game this year going forward for some of those conversations to be played out. It won't be every situation, it won't be every game. There's a selection of games that are going to have the RefCam, but we think it's a good way to take the fans into the game, close to the game, hear some of those interactions between the participants, and from our experience, that's been a positive thing to do. So we're looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
That's interesting, isn't it? Howard Webb there saying there will be some games that allow those conversations to be played out. Some won't.
Do you know what? It makes a bit of sense that because, okay, for Man United, Liverpool.
Yeah, but that's the one you do want to hear.
Exactly, but I understand why they wouldn't do that, because there's going to be a lot of kind of situation, like high emotion in that game. I know there's emotion in most games, but I understand why they're going to pick and choose at first. It's going to be a matter of time before we hear it in every game.
Yeah.
But I understand why they may be going a bit cautious that route, because whatever referees do nowadays, like, and sometimes I think they bring it on themselves. Yeah. Certainly with some of the decisions they make with VAR, they bring the kind of the scrutiny on themselves. But I think it's going to go that way where we'll be able to hear everything. Absolutely everything.
Do you think we should be able to hear now, like right now, starting this season, conversation between ref and VAR?
Yeah, straight away.
Straight away. That should be one.
Yeah, because when I'm looking at a decision, right, and then like we're all probably coming to the same conclusion, and then it's taking 1 minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, and I'm thinking it shouldn't take that long. Like I'm watching it, I've had one replay, and I know exactly what's coming here, but they're like, well, it's like they're looking for everything else. Yeah. And I understand, again, I'm not trying to hammer refs, but I understand it. The stick they get, they want to cover all bases to make sure that they have got the decision right. But sometimes you sometimes watch a replay so often, so many times,
you're looking for something
that you start to kind of question the decision you first made. So maybe I wouldn't mind seeing a time limit on VAR as well.
I would like a ref to show some, you know what, like when they go to the monitor.
Yeah.
As fans, we know. Kahunas, can I say that? Kahunas,
yeah,
we can say Kahunas, right? Yeah. Even if we said something else, I think we'd probably get away. But I'd like them to go to the monitor and not do what you know they're going to do.
Yeah.
As soon as they go to the monitor, you know they're going to give a penalty to you just know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I like them to show a bit more.
You say that and you're right.
Yeah.
But there was one decision in the World Cup where the referee tried to do that and he made a complete idiot of himself. Was it the France game where Mbappe got dragged to the floor and it was a clear penalty and he went to the monitor and went, that Mbappe initiated the contact?
Yeah.
And I went, no. Like, it's a penalty, but that's him trying to be too clever. But I 100% agree with what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do think fans as well, once they start hearing the conversations between players and referees, I think fans will be shocked that referees don't show more yellow cards.
Yeah.
I think some of the things, and I know this because of you and Gabby and the things you tell me, that players get away with saying to refs,
yeah,
you'll think it could be a straight red.
100%.
Yeah.
And sometimes
it could be a straight red.
100%.
Some of the things that you players get away with. Was you a mouthy player?
A little bit, it depends. Yeah. It depends on the decision. But back then with the refs, you could say pretty much what you want. And to be fair, some refs would give it back to you, which I quite liked. Nowadays, though, you can't.
Yeah.
Because the refs would go, okay, fair enough.
Gone.
Off you go.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in this going forward. But I do think it's good that fans, because look, it's a sport now that's growing, isn't it? It's growing more fans, and more fans honestly want to know the conversations that players are having with refs.
Well, they want to be kept. They
get it in rugby.
They want to be kept in the loop. They don't want to be guessing.
And you get it in the NFL.
Yeah,
you get it in the NFL, don't you? You get a bit in the NBA.
I think even if they went, it comes up on the screen, VAR checking potential penalty. I'd like to hear that straight away. The conversation.
Yeah.
Right. What are you looking for? Well, I've just seen number 5 fall to the ground. So I'm just having a look to see if he was blocked or he was grabbed or.
That minute for fans where we don't know what's going on is the absolute worst.
It's the worst.
It's just, well, what are we looking at?
Yeah.
And
So I think if they win it straight away, I think it'll be better.
I think it'll also show fans that go to the games that they're not forgotten about.
Yeah.
Because people at home, we get to see everything. All the angle. I feel like fans at the grounds are almost lost.
Like an afterthought.
Afterthought, indeed. All right, well, we are going to take your calls on this one. Is more transparency a good thing for the Premier League and its referees? Do you want to know more? Or are they doing enough already? And do you think they're doing enough to combat time wasting this season? I think that the stats at the moment saying that the ball is on the pitch for 60 minutes of a 90-minute game, which is insane. 03717 22 33 This is Drive on talkSPORT.
Mo's phoned us up, Liverpool fan. Right, Mo?
100% coward. Where you been?
How are you, Mo? Where you been?
Where you
I've
been?
been here. Hey, I've been busy.
Oh, of course you have. Where you been? What have you been up to?
It's like you, Jimmy G. Where have you been? You've not been here for a while. And neither has Candy. I mean, Candy's been trying to get his hair like growing, but it's looking quite smart, Candy.
Yeah, it's come back,
Candy.
mate. Back. The hair is back. Everything's...
Are you going to be talking
Candy,
guff this season,
Yeah.
Mo?
What are you doing this season, Mo?
Listen to that. Look, I've been listening to talkSPORT all day, and obviously been hearing the ex-pundits. I mean, what is this about Arsenal going to dominate? What is Martin Keown on? What is going on? They just beat a poor City side yesterday. It was only a friendly. I mean, what's going on? Arsenal are going to dominate. There's only one team who's going to dominate this league, and that is the boys. The best team on the planet, Candy and Jimmy J. The best team on the planet. You saw them playing yesterday. Wow. You know what, Candy? I can't wait to this league to start. I am telling you, we're going to win the quad, Candy. Quad, Candy.
There it is. There it is.
The quad.
The quad's back out.
Quad back.
Listen, well, come on. Look. Why you got music? Why are you putting laughter track on, right? Look, let's be honest here, right?
Mo, listen,
Candy,
let's talk about your mob,
Candy,
right?
You shut up, yeah?
Let's talk about your mob.
You shut up. Candy, you shut up. You can't talk.
Mo, what's going on at Liverpool? What's going on, mate? What's happening at your place?
Candy, look. Candy, we're the best team on the planet.
You're not, though, are you, mate?
Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabrielle!
I can't watch this. You definitely saw it then.
Listen!
No!
Guys! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is...
No goal.
No.
That was embarrassing.
Go on, Jackie boy. This is the type of news that we need. This is it. This is it. Do you normally play this when Goldstein? Is this? Do you? Yeah. Does he? Does he play this?
What are you insinuating?
No, I'm saying.
What is it insinuating?
I'm not insinuating.
I want to say the tune is.
Do you play it when Goldstein's on? That's
Don't
what I'm
tell me.
asking.
Is this tune Gangstar?
Yeah, it is Gangster. No, well, no.
No, Gangstar,
Song.
bro.
Yeah, no, the rapper's Gangstar. The tune ain't Gangstar.
No, but I want to know who it was. Like,
Yeah, what's the song called?
no idea. Work?
Well, you're sorry.
Yeah, you heard it as well.
You listen to The Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, Darren Bent in partnership with Giacomo, Style and Brands. For every single man still to come, we are going to be joined by the voice, the greatest voice in boxing, Mr. Adam Smith.
Ooh, how do you feel about that?
I'm the face of boxing. Just quickly, the new
boxing beef.
Signed defender Amar Dedic from Benfica for around £30 million. FIFA's chief operating officer, Kevin Lamore, has been sacked less than 3 weeks after criticising Gianni Infantino's failed plan to sell stakes in the World Cup. What did you make of all that Infantino stuff?
Honestly, the whole World Cup. I mean, I thought as a whole, as a spectacle, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
You obviously covered it as well. Brilliant.
Yeah. Loved it.
But some of the decisions, I don't like using the word corruption because you can get in trouble. But some of the decisions,
You just used it. You just
no,
used
but
it.
I didn't.
Used it.
I didn't say anyone was doing that. But some of the decisions, like I love Messi. I think he's a great player. But his tackle not being
horrendous,
not being a red card, but then a Balogun getting a red card, but then bringing him back.
Even Ronaldo being at the World Cup, I think people forget that.
Yeah, but he was banned.
Yeah,
there was a number of decisions.
Yeah, the game we love has been taken away from us. All right, let's talk about referees. We are talking about transparency, and if it's a good thing for the Premier League when it comes to referees, VARs, finding out what's going on every time there's a stoppage. Let's go to Paul, the Aston Villa fan. Paul, happy with this? Happy for a bit more transparency so we can hear the conversations going on between players and refs?
Yeah, definitely. I was talking to your colleague there, and I said, in rugby, they make it so transparent. If there's anything like a possible knock-on or illegal tackle or anything, you always hear the referees say, talk to the VAR people and say, right, I need to check this angle or do this so that we can see what's happening. You always hear it on the TV screen, and it makes it a lot more feasible for the fans listening.
Playing devil's advocate, though, on that, do you feel like we're getting too much? I almost feel like that there's almost too much now. And that idea of just not knowing and going to the pub after a game and having the conversation about this should have happened, that should have happened, as opposed to it trying to just be perfect.
Yeah, but I think if the referee instantly turns around and tells you what he's looking for, and that sort of takes it away from the VAR a little bit then, because then the referee is saying what he wants, not what the VAR wants.
Yeah, true. Good one. He's right, though, isn't he? Well done, Paul. Great call. He's right.
Well, I always want to see. Listen, referees can't see everything, but they do need a bit of help from the VAR. But it's the VAR that has to be has to be better this season.
Yeah.
The human
referees
element
do
to
a
it.
fantastic job.
It's hard for them.
Yeah, the referees, the linos, I think they do a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And we used to critique so much of what they do. Now you understand how difficult it is.
I mean, if you watch Championship football, I mean, there was a decision at the weekend, the Norwich handball, and the officiators. See, that's where VAR is good because that had been brought in.
Yeah.
But still, in EFL football, I don't want to see it. There's something pure about watching EFL football with no VAR. But if you're a Norwich City fan, you're looking at that game. I wish there was because that was a blatant handball.
Yeah, and VAR would have gone us that. All right, let's go to Andy, Man City fan. Andy, are you happy with a bit more transparency of the game, or do you feel like I'm thinking where it's almost just a bit too much we're given now? Oh, Andy, you there? Welcome back. I feel like it's going to be all Man City fans this season. They're going to be like, oh no, malfunctioning. Because of Pep and Rodri getting, they're probably a bit malfunctioning. Let's go to Stuart, Liverpool fan. Stuart, what do you make of the transparency?
Hey, Adam, Betsy, great show as always. Cheers, take my call. Yeah, we're all for transparency and more consistency. In my mind, like when the opposing team is defending in their sort of last third, and you've got an attacker or midfielder trying to get the ball, they literally brush them, they go down, and they get the free kick. Now, if that happens in the penalty area, it's a definite penalty. But, like, we played Chelsea last year at Anfield, and every single time Cole Palmer, he did it really well. They literally touched him, mate. He's going down, and the free kick's going the way. I'm like, what is going on here at all?
Do you know what, right? And that's one of the things you'd have to say about the World Cup, which they did get right. Yeah. When players were throwing themselves to the ground, the referees were just going, no part of that. Get on, play on with it. Go on, play on. I love that. We've got to be
how quick the players then got back up
to run up because
it's insane how quick they got back up.
So that's where I think certainly in this country, we could be better at that. You don't have to forfeit every single time a player goes down. Sometimes they are just kind of, because, listen, you're a big guy. Someone brushes like next to you, you're not going to fall over.
You're not going to fall down. I almost feel like referees should be given more power when it comes to those type of things as well. They see it.
Yeah.
They know people that are cheating.
Exactly.
And I feel like if they're given more power to brandish yellows, even a red, it will stop. It will slow it down.
Slow it down a bit, yeah.
Yeah. What I don't want this to become, though, and I think we've got to be careful. You mentioned rugby there. The rugby players are a bit different when they approach refs.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if it's a private school thing as opposed to a working. I don't know what it is, but when they approach refs, they're a bit more polite.
There's more of an element of respect there.
Big time. It's almost like the ref's the head teacher.
Yeah.
And it's sorry, sir. Yes, sir. You're not getting that in the Premier League.
No, but screaming and bawling.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the way we've come away from players completely surrounding the referee, because that must have been, for refs, awful. Like when... there's always those images of Man United. I mean, that's the one you always think of when it was
Keane. It's scary.
Screaming in your face.
And he's trying to walk back and they're walking towards him.
You've got nowhere to go. Stuck. Whereas I think that level of protection for refs, I think, is good. But at the same time, the element of the refs' work and job and decision-making has got to be better.
Yeah, I think the refs just need a bit more power, and hopefully they can get it with this transparency. All right, still to come, we're going to be joined by the voice of boxing, Mr. Adam Smith. But first, it's time for no Googling.
I'll get this off the bat.
I hope you do, because I did the show a couple of weeks ago with Ashley Williams. Have you got the answers?
No, I've not. Look, that's what
got the answers?
I'm showing that I haven't got the answers.
Okay. And Rory Jennings, they were really bad. Really bad. All right, ready?
Yeah.
About refs. Can you name... No, he's already waved the white flag. Can't do it. Can you name the 3 referees to take charge of the most Premier League games? You'll get this. The 3 referees...
Well, I know one of them. Has to be him.
Go on.
DG.
No.
No?
No. Answer when we come back.
MO.
In the traditional thought process of who's going to challenge Arsenal, they're all in a form of transition. They're all in... Liverpool have got to rebuild.
So you telling me Arsenal will win it again?
Well, you would think that there's a distinct possibility. As Martin rightly says, nothing is easy, and neither should it be, and neither should we hope it is.
Sure.
Right? But Arsenal are in the box seat.
Yeah.
And I don't want the narrative to be seedy because he'll start crying about it. But the fact is that you don't want them to still defeat from the jaws of victory, because it is theirs to win.
Sure.
They're the defending champions. They're in good nick.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that kind of talk.
They're in good nick.
We'll get to some talk with some Arsenal fans very shortly,
the narrative talk last season. Four games in last year, we're saying Arsenal had blown it. Yeah. Like, let's not get into all of that. It's theirs to blow. No. They can enjoy now. There's a new armoury.
Who said that?
This is a tough... They are winners, Jim. You cannot dispute that this season.
Well, they are. But let me ask you this before we hit the 10:30 break. Arteta's next evolution, are the narratives of boring Arsenal and set-piece FC now being wiped aside?
Well, I'm not sure they were there anyway, because Arsenal, look, as I say, I didn't care if their winning goal came off
was a strong narrative
the backside of
last season.
Gabriel or not. 25 goals from set pieces. Look, whatever way they found to, they'll be doing all of that again this year. It's every facet of their play. They'll try and pass the ball. Look how well they passed the ball yesterday when they went 2 or 3 goals up. The handbrake came off yesterday, and they got players in the final third.
Well,
that's the next step.
Do you envisage a style change this season?
Well, I think it's a dominance, really. They were allowed to play football yesterday. This is what you're up against, isn't it? But no, I mean, the manager wants to go to the next step. That is to control games more.
Here are some of the best off-camera anecdotes from recent years at the Ryder Cup. As caddy Billy Foster went to relieve himself at the Belfry, he noticed only one of the 2 cubicles had toilet paper. Shortly after he'd sat down, Tiger Woods went into the empty cubicle and realised his mistake all too late. So Foster took some paper, reached under the cubicle with a rescue offering, and as Tiger went to take it, Foster uttered the words, "Europe, one up." Fast forward 10 years to the miraculous Medina. Rory McIlroy overslept and was in danger of missing his Sunday tee time. Thankfully, travel organiser Erica Stoll sorted him a police escort. And 3 years later, McIlroy proposed. Scottish legend Sam Torrance tells many a yarn about the great Ballesteros. Apparently, Seve would regularly give coaching clinics to his European teammates. When the same players asked for help a week later at the Italian Open, Seve would tell them to Having started with a Billy Foster story, let's finish with one from the 12th tee at Oakland Hills in 2004. It was Jimenez and Garcia against Westwood and Clark in a practice round, and as they finished, Foster decided to jump in the buggy and speed away with all their clubs, only to lose control entirely and see it careering towards the spectators. Thankfully, the Red Sea parted and the buggy smashed into a tree, with viewers and clubs still intact.
Sorry, I'm not talking.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been there for years. I love this tune.
I don't know the next line. Do you know the next line?
Yeah.
Maybe it's parental advisory, actually. Maybe we don't.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
Okay, cool. Would you have played that song of Goldstein, was you?
Yeah, we always play it.
I'm just asking the question.
It's for this feature.
Just asking the question. You listen to Driver talkSPORT, Addy Oladipo, Darren Bent. A few moments ago, we brought you the first no Googling of the afternoon. We asked, can you... Have they told you the answers to
No one has.
Can you name the 3 referees to take charge of the most Premier League games? Go on.
Right.
You said MO, didn't you? Who's that?
Michael Oliver.
Oh, okay. No.
Mike Dean.
Yeah.
Is that one?
He's number 1.
Yeah, the other 2, I have no idea.
Come on.
Paul Durkin.
Who?
Remember Paul? Is it Paul Durkin?
I don't remember him at all. Yeah. Martin Atkinson.
Anthony Taylor.
Yeah. Good, you got 2 out of 3. Well done.
Thank you.
Still to come, we're going to be joined live by both Frank Lampard. Are you going to be able to control yourself when Mikel Arteta comes on?
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Just be professional. Honestly, be professional. No nonsense. Now it's time for this.
There's a real feeling that this is the best versus the best.
White's lost control. White has lost control completely.
How many more do you want?
Lift off for AJ!
This is The Voice.
It's time for The Voice, our weekly boxing feature where we're joined by the voice of boxing, Mr. Adam Smith, for a roundup of all the latest stories. Adam, where in the world are you? How are you?
Hey, Addy. Hey, Benty. I'm well. I'm out in Cape Cod on the east coast of the States, having a little rest before we get back into the thick of it with Moses Itama and Katie Taylor and everything late summer, early autumn. So, yeah, holidaying with the family, enjoying it, and missing you, though.
Wait. So just to confirm, you're not doing the George Liddard fight at the Copper Box this Saturday?
No, I'm in the States, so that'll be kind of hard. But no, this is. I will be missing it. I love George. He's a great fighter, and it'll be a fantastic show. I hear it's moved to the Copper Box, but no, I have had connection with the boxing world. I'll be speaking with Eddie and with Spencer Brown today, but I'm trying to have a little bit of R&R, Eddie, which you know is very difficult in this sport.
It certainly is. All right, let's start with the one that everyone's talking about, right? We've been speaking about it for a decade. It's starting to heat up. I feel like it's getting closer as well. Netflix dropped a teaser for AJ against Fury during their coverage of WWE Raw, which I guess indicates that everything probably is close to being signed. What can you tell us? What's going on? Fury even then dropped something on his own social media, on Instagram as well. Are we close? Are we finally there for this fight that we've been waiting for over a decade?
We're not finally there, but we're very, very close. And the feeling this side of the pond is that it is fairly imminent. I know Tyson dropped that message earlier today. Yeah, you're right about the WWE show too. I expect an announcement next week. I spoke to Eddie earlier today. He said that he and AJ are holding firm that they want the fight in the UK, that everyone else seems to want it in America, but they want it in the UK. And that time's moving very fast and we have to have a resolution within a week, really. And I spoke to Spencer Brown. He agreed they want the fight in the UK as well, but there are parties that want it in America. But I feel that it's ticking now, the clock. And I think that probably this time next week, something like that, there will be a confirmation, an official announcement. And then maybe, I guess, early September, a press tour or something like that. But I think we're still heading for November, likelihood America over here. But they are fighting firm for Britain, both camps. Both Spencer and Eddie told me that today.
Well, I was going to say, Samaj, I mean, you are talking about one of the biggest fights ever. I know you look at both of them, neither are a champion, and maybe some people would say their best days are behind them, but that is a fight that has to take place in the UK. I mean, it feels like we've been waiting for it, as Ade said, for 10 years now, for a decade. To have it in America, and I understand it's all about money, I fully understand that, but this is a fight that has to take place in England, no?
Benty, you and I know that this fight should take place in the UK. It should be at Wembley, but it is business, and business has moved fast in the last 3 or 4 years. With Turkey Al-Sheikh coming in, big fights being made in Saudi. America is reignited here. Britain has always been huge, and look at the lineup that we have on the zone in the next 8 to 9 weeks in Britain is fantastic. However, this fight has to be made now. I think we've waited way too long for this. It's the fight that the British public have been calling for a generation, for a decade plus. We need to have this fight, and it should be in the UK. But you know, the business and the money is moving it towards America, and if we don't see it at all, that will be a real disappointment for casual sports fans, particularly in this generation. So for me, the fight has to happen first and foremost. It should happen in the UK, but should and could in boxing don't really register. I think it is most likely to land in New York, but both the Fury and Joshua camps are holding firm for now. So the next 48, 72 hours are critical. I think there will be a resolution next week. I think we'll get the announcement, and the announcement is the most important thing.
Smudge, I'm not going to ask you who you believe will win the fight, but when you've seen what you've seen from the two fighters going into this fight, who would you say is the favourite for it?
I think we're flip-flopping when we were in Saudi a few weeks ago. I think after Tyson fought Marius Vac, people were slightly maybe favouring AJ in it. And then, of course, AJ had that calamitous first round against Christian Prenga, but he got the job done, so proved he still has that power and the combinations that can either get him out of jail or any time. I think Fury starts favourite. I think if it's in New York as well, and if it is back at Madison Square Garden, where AJ, of course, lost for the first time to Andy Ruiz, psychologically, I think that might favour Tyson, who's trained and fought a lot more in America than Joshua. So I think Fury would be seen as a favourite going in. However, I think like flip-flopping over that time, that 48 hours at Adi and Ira in Saudi, as to who was going to win. I think it's been like that for the last 10, 15 years. I think a lot of people have fancied Fury's style to give Joshua problems. And then at times when Fury's been knocked down and almost out against Deontay Wilder, you think Joshua's got the power to do it. I think that it's a match that has taken too long made, but it's still compelling. It's still fascinating. And either man could take the victory, but you have to say Fury's a favourite.
That's one fight, Adam, that could happen. There's one fight that is definitely happening. That's August 29th. It's live on talkSPORT. I am talking about Moses Italma versus Filip Hrgović. It was already a big fight when it first got announced a couple of months ago. Then a few weeks back, it got, I guess, the added cream on top with the IBF title now being on the line as well. Moses bidding to become the second youngest ever heavyweight world champion. What do you make of this? A big test, I think, for Moses, this one. Hrgović, you did the face-off, which I found fascinating. Hrgović almost won the face-off. Obviously, it's different when it comes to fight night, but I think Hrgović is really up for it.
You and I have been talking about this for a long time, and many people are so hot on Moses Italma. Could he be the next great thing in sports, in heavyweight boxing, the second youngest ever to win a world title if he does succeed a week on Saturday? But Filip Hrgović is no easy pushover. He's fought at world level. He was a quality amateur. He's got momentum, and he's training just out on the West Coast in Big Bear under Abel Sanchez. And he is really excited about this. He believes this is his opportunity, not only to deflate the Italma bubble, but also to win a world title. As you say, that added incentive now, this is crucial for Filip Hrgović as well. Italma, we believe in him. We've listened to other fighters on him. We've watched him up close and personal, his IQ, his southpaw style, his speed, his power, his predatory instinct, all of that. And he looks to have a very wise head on young shoulders. So yes, again, like Fury, he starts a favourite next Saturday, August the 29th. It's a massive night at the O2 for Moses Italma, but it's a big night for Filip Hrgović too. So I expect him, it'll be very interesting to see what he does, whether he tries to meet fire with fire, drag Italma late if he can into uncharted waters. But it's a really good fight put on by Queensberry, and it just sort of kicks off an incredible 2 or 3 months of boxing, Eddie.
Smudge, would this be the fight where we stand up and go, right, not that he's a rise, but this was the fight where he showed the world that he is as good as we all think he is? Because I remember after the Dillian White fight, people said Dillian, he was way past it. Then he beat Jermaine Franklin in round 5, and they said, well, Franklin wasn't really a test. Is this the first test now that if he was to beat him and stop him, like we all think he could do, that everyone goes, right, like it's serious. He is as good as we think he is?
Absolutely. I've been talking to a great many people throughout boxing, tried and tested voices over the years, and everybody is excited about Moses Italma. I think he's got the look of somebody who's going to go really deep into the heavyweight division, maybe unified, undisputed, all of those sort of things ahead. However, this is the litmus test for now. Undefeated, knocking pretty much everybody out. Yes, Dillian White was a big performance. Jermaine Franklin, the first to stop him, and in style in Manchester. But Filip Hrgović, another level. And the fact is, I mentioned it earlier, he's got momentum. He's in form. He wants this. This is his opportunity. He's not scared of Moses Italma, and he'll be looking to use all that experience and knowledge and cunningness and power that he's got. Great jab as well, Filip Hrgović. So I think if Italma does a number on Hrgović, whether early, mid or late, or however he does it, if the manner of victory is conclusive on Hrgović, then we've got to start getting very, very excited, crowning a new world champion and a new era in heavyweight boxing.
Yeah, everyone seems excited about him. We had former 2-weight world champion Billy Joe Saunders in the studio a bit earlier. He was on the latest episode of Talk Boxing. This is what he had to say about Moses Italma as well.
I know I might sound a little bit, I don't know, people might think I'm crazy. I think he's the best I've seen since Muhammad Ali. That's a big statement, Simon.
Yeah.
That's a big statement. You might see rounds.
I mean, I would have thought you'd have put Mike Tyson in that mix with that observation.
And Mike Tyson,
Mike Tyson is this kind of fighter that he looks like, doesn't he, in terms of speed, power, and wrecking ability, rather than the finesse and style that Ali brought to the ring.
But he has got that back foot, front foot. He's got that slip counter. He's the only heavyweight I know what can lean off and throw a lead uppercut and finish you with 2 or 3 shots after in a split second.
Balance is great.
Everything about him. Look, I'm probably his biggest fan.
You know, I will say about that, Adam. You know, when we say it as fans, I guess people look at us and say, "Okay, that was comical." When a former 2-weight world champion says it, you kind of got to stand up and pay attention to what they're saying.
I listen to fighters, Addy. I've listened to Tyson Fury, to Anthony Joshua, to Lawrence Okoli, to Joe Joyce, to many, many other heavyweights, and also exactly the likes of Billy Joe Saunders. And Billy was a wonderful fighter, a brilliant southpaw. I think that Moses has that southpaw style, which is a massive advantage as a heavyweight. He has speed. He has an IQ in the ring, which is very, very impressive. He makes decisions really quickly. He throws shots from unusual angles. I think he's an absolute nightmare to take on. Whether he's the greatest since Ali, time will tell. It is still embryonic stages of his professional career. But I would say I've been around the likes of Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, that generation, the generation with Fury, Joshua, Deontay Wilder, David Haye, of course, and others. And I'm not as excited, or haven't been as excited, about a heavyweight moving the way that he does since Mike Tyson. And, listen, I'm one of many, many voices out there who believe this. So, look, Filip Hrgović has other ideas. There'll be Agit Kabayel. There will be Daniel Dubois, Fabio Wardley. Others will think that there is a way and a means of beating Moses Atauma. But everything that he's done as an amateur, as a pro, and knowing the guy like I do, I am super, super excited about Atauma. I think he's going to be somebody that we will look back on as one of the great heavyweights that's emerged from Britain. But there are big tests ahead. It's a great era for heavyweight boxing, and we will see. But so far, so very, very good.
Adam, top man, as always.
Cheers, Marge.
Break. I'll see you August 29th for that man that we've been talking about there. Remember, Moses Atauma versus Filip Hrgović live on talkSPORT. Will he be the second youngest ever heavyweight world champion after the great
Mike Tyson?
There you go. Who was third? Who's the second right now? Do you know?
Right now,
second youngest ever heavyweight world champion. Do you know?
Give me his initials.
F.
He's got one name.
P.
Floyd Patterson.
Go on! You should have a boxing show. You really should. When we come back, Paddy's Bet Builder.
So, Martin, you've already said that you worry for Manchester City in some way, but I mean, it's the Community Shield. Can you really take the Community Shield as a serious benchmark
I think that's
at
a bit
any time?
disparaging what you're saying. Let me just put it into perspective. So that's a game of honour, right? In terms of it's an honour to play in that football match because what it represents is the two most successful teams from the season before. So you walk out there, shoulders back, chest out, and you're proud to be there. Okay, you want to win it. Let me tell you, you want that in your team photograph. That photograph for Arsenal has been held back, and City, for this week, so they can maybe drop in another trophy. Arsenal will have that. You're proud to do it.
So you really value your
it's a dress
Shield medal,
100%, 100%. You should
Really?
dress. Oh, yes. Well, you'll have to take it from me. You've asked me the question. If you don't believe me, then what can I do about that?
Okay.
So I can just tell you how I was, my mindset. Now, really what I enjoyed yesterday was the mindset of the players. So obviously that's born out of the culture within the club. The manager's really pleased. You can see there's been a really good reaction. Ødegaard is back in the building, is ready to go. He's the captain. He's the player whose position's under most threat, and he played a big part in the game yesterday. So let's get that right. But you're right. If you lose the game, you can say it doesn't matter, we're not ready, because it's part of your training.
That's a very point.
But the thing is, it's still a valuable trophy. Whenever we saw Pep win it, wasn't that often, by the way, so we shouldn't be panicking in a Man City situation. They lost 4 of the last 5 Community Shields. You basically look at it and say, okay, it's part of the training, but we'll be ready for the start of the season. Wake up call for Man City. And I'm saying they need to wake up, Jim, because yesterday they fell below the standards that we've been used to seeing.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it, man.
Messi!
No.
Yes! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
no goal.
That was embarrassing.
Now, welcome to. Let me ask you, do your little thing. I want to ask you a question.
Go on. No, go on. Ask me a question now.
Your Mount Rushmore of boxers, all weight classes.
Just for someone that might have just tuned in, as Adi
yeah,
and
you
Darren.
are the face of boxing, so I need to.
Yeah, go on. Okay. Mount Rushmore. We done yours?
I've done mine, yeah.
Can I do one by one? Ali first.
Yeah, he's on mine.
On yours. Sugar Ray Leonard, I've got.
There's not mine. I've got Floyd
Sugar Ray
Mayweather.
Leonard's not on yours. Okay. I've got Floyd as well.
Okay.
And I've got Marvin Hagler.
Okay, so my four are Ali,
yeah,
Floyd Mayweather,
yeah,
Lennox Lewis.
Fair.
Pac-Man.
Oh, interesting.
I love Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. Over Terence Crawford? Canelo?
I just love Pacquiao. I just love everything about him.
Mike Tyson, we all loved Mike. Why ain't Mike on there? Why ain't Mike on there?
Yeah,
Why ain't Mike on there?
Yeah. I was Lennox.
Yeah. No one was Lennox, really, were they?
I am.
Oh, sorry. Right. Sorry. Let the drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, Darren Bent in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. Still to come, we are going to be joined live by both Frank Lampard and Mikel Arteta. Wow. It's incredible.
Premier League winning manager.
It's incredible, isn't it? Like, Premier League winning manager is going to join us.
Premier League winning player.
Yes. Good shout. Good shout. Who is the second best Premier League manager right now?
Right now. It's a tough one because I thought.
What did you say earlier?
Because I would say.
What did you say earlier?
I said Unai was the best.
Yeah. Oh, so Mikel Arteta's second.
Second, yeah. But then.
Let's clip that up for when Mikel.
No, but you got to think about longevity. What Unai's been doing.
One's won the league.
Yeah, no.
One's won the league.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one, but I probably would say.
Okay, you know what's a harder question? This is maybe not what you tuned in for. Who is the third best? Because I think everyone will say Arteta and Unai Emery. Who's the third best?
Oh, that is
a tough one, isn't it?
You know what, right? You talk about right now, and you look at like the Premier League table and you're going through it.
Yep.
I mean, you got obviously people like David Moyes, of course, longevity.
15 seconds.
Who's Liverpool's? No, who's Liverpool's?
Andoni Iraola.
Glasner's still there?
Yeah.
I know. I think about it.
All right, it's now time for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
It's time now for today's Bet Builder with our friends at Paddy Power. Welcome, as always, to Fern Buckley. And we're looking forward to Friday night's Arsenal take on Coventry at the Emirates. Fern, please remind us how the Bet Builder works.
Good afternoon, guys. Yes, of course, we've all made some picks, added them together, got some overall value. Paddy Power have chucked a tenner on it, hoping we get it right. Because if we do, it is a charity bet. It goes and helps out the Attitude Foundation, who work with the LGBT community.
Fantastic. All right, so this is what I've gone. I've gone Arsenal to score. I've gone Arsenal to score over 3.5 goals. I think that could happen. I really do.
I mean, yeah, they're coming off that 3-0 win over Manchester City in the Community Shield. They could be on fire, of course, that tighter defence at home to a newly promoted Coventry side who might be a bit shaky as well going into the Premier League. So, yeah, over 3.5 goals. It's an interesting one. It's a 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's at home, first game. I think the crowd's going to be buzzing. Bentley's really gone out of his way here. He's gone Arsenal to win. I mean, he's really
could you imagine if he went the other way, though?
Yeah.
It's dreadful. No, Arsenal to win for Benchy. Definitely, it's actually the biggest favourite heading into week one on Paddy Power. It ties in nicely with our popular pick as well, which we've got coming up in a bit. But that is in at 1-7 for Arsenal to win.
1-7. Well, and Joe's gone Gyökeres to score any time.
Yeah, or assist
Or
as well.
assist,
So that
yeah.
helps out our bet a little bit. Because, of course, he's playing against his former club. Was on loan there at Coventry at 2021. Was Arsenal's leading goal scorer last season out, 21 goals in all competitions. So, yeah, it could be good, a score or assist marker. He's a super sub as well. So if for any reason he comes off, Paddy Power will protect your bet. And that is in at 4-9.
All right, come on, Fern. The last two are yours. What's the people's pick and what's the last selection?
Yes, the people have gone with both teams to score, actually. There's people see Coventry coming in with a goal or two here or there, coming on the attack as well. And actually, if you look at last season, they did score 97 times. They've also won 2 of their last 3 pre-season matches, scoring 5 goals across those games. So people think, yeah, it could be some more goals for them. That's in at 5-4. And I've gone with Onyeka to commit 1 or more fouls. The average is 2.5 conceded per 90. It's also a favourite to get carded if you're interested in that market as well. So that's on at 1-8. He's a super sub as well. And yeah, I think it could happen.
Go on, how much potentially? What are the odds?
All comes in at just over 6.5 to 1. So from a £10 bet, you get a return of 76 quid over the weekend. That's not bad, is it? And if we get it right, all that money goes to the Attitude Foundation, which is a wonderful thing.
It's not bad. It could have been a lot more if Bentley just didn't pick a 1-7 Arsenal to win, but it's okay. No one's blaming Bentley. Fern,
He's
appreciate
never
it.
going to go anything different, though, is he?
That's true. All right, that's Paddy Power's bet builder for today. Minimum odds 152 per leg. 18 plus BGambleAware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus BGambleAware.org.
All right, when we come back, this is exciting now. That's why I've done a bit of the deep voice.
I wonder why you've gone with your voice.
Premier League is back.
There's a bit of housery about it, and since Cucurella's gone, I kind of like that housery.
Oh no, I think it's a great quality. I think if you're talking about a footballer strictly on the pitch here, and you use words like he's snide, he's snarling, he's aggressive. These are good words to use about a footballer. I want players to be like that. I think Chelsea have been a little bit too nice over recent years, and I think having somebody that is a little bit more on the front foot is a good thing. Enzo Fernandez, we've seen it. Like when he scored that goal against Paris Saint-Germain, he's running off towards their ultras, showing them the Club World Cup badge. Whenever we play Manchester United, he's got Mason Mount round the throat. Like he understands what Mason Mount's relationship with Chelsea fans is, and he leans into that. There are qualities to Enzo Fernandez, no doubt, but I'd 100% want him out of the club and 100% take the money.
Okay, Sean?
I totally agree. I do like him as a footballer, but his heart's not in it. And from the minute he started to tout himself around in terms of I want to play for Madrid, you know what? Guess what? Go. The player I want to see fit is Lavia. Now, when I don't think you remember between towards the end of December 2024, we almost went to the top of the league. And the reason why that is because Lavia was playing superbly. The one thing wrong with Lavia, when he injures an eyelash, he's out for about 6 months. So we need to keep him fit. And if we can keep him fit, when he was playing, we kept Fernandez wasn't even playing because they played Casado at right back, and he was the main man running the show. And when we went to Spurs and we turned them over, right, he was the main reason.
Right, Mr. Drive, Oladipo.
What's that? Say it again. Say what you just said. No, go on. Say it.
Wimp.
Go on, say it.
The intro, or I'm
You're
going to
listening to... Go on then.
You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Darren Ben, and Oladipo. Still to come, we'll be joined by Frank Lampard and Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
Because the Premier League is back this Friday.
Good morning. It's been a summer of football across the talkSPORT network, hasn't it? Full of highs, full of lows.
Arsenal, for the first time in 22 years, are champions of the Premier League.
Manchester City are changing manager in the summer.
A huge honour to represent this club. I love you so much.
Tottenham Hotspur are safe.
Sunderland fans, get your passports out. It is a night of Villa glory.
England beaten in a World Cup semi-final again.
And now we're ready to do it all over again.
So come on. Radoni is there again.
Ipswich Town have done it again. Promotion back to the Premier League.
Comes to McBurney, off the goalkeeper in it.
Haaland, 1-1. Terrific goal. Bruno Fernandes. João Pedro equalises. Headed in by Havertz.
It's time to shine. Are you ready for it?
So come on, get it on. I don't know.
Yeah, we're ready. Everyone's ready. Of course we're ready. I will say, though, I feel like the Premier League has lost a lot. It's lost a lot. Turn the music down. When you lose...
Well, faded, Jack.
Yeah, no, faded, exactly. When you lose Pep and Rodri, like, it's two massive... No, but Pep. Yeah. Losing Pep.
Pep's massive.
And Rodri. I think Rodri proved in the World Cup he's still the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe him and Jude. I think losing him is massive.
Rodri. It's Rodri's impact on whatever team he plays in.
When you're losing that, it's a lot.
And it's all from one club. And Bernardo Silva. The impact.
I know John Stones was sort of in and out.
It's another one, though.
It's another one lost.
That's why I look at City, and then some people have said they're not. They've still got really, really good players, and I still expect them to finish. They've got them in my prediction still being in the top 5 Champions League football. But when you lose Pep, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, John Stones, these guys are synonymous with that team.
Yeah.
It's going to take, and Pep's the big one though, isn't he? Because Pep's the one where I almost feel like if you're a player nowadays and you've got the opportunity to go to, say you're one of the top players in the world and all the host of clubs come for you, but then Pep picks up the phone and says, listen,
you're coming.
Come to...
I think Klopp had the same thing.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Same thing.
That same Paul, like Fergie had, Wenger had it.
Yeah.
But for Pep, listen, I want you to come here and this is how I see you playing for me. You're going to go, I'm coming to you. Yeah. I'm going to play for you.
Rodri probably doesn't leave with Pep's there. They probably have that conversation. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe.
Good, maybe. But, there might be a case of one more season.
Yeah. I mean, what Pep turned Rodri into, because after, not Fabinho, he was at your guy, Fernandinho, and obviously he comes in and he just, when you watch him play, I mean, how well he played at the World Cup and how good he is, I mean...
It's almost like someone built him 2 new legs.
Like there is an argument that he is the greatest holding midfield player ever. I know Makelele's got a role named after him, but I think Kante's better than Makelele. You've got the likes of Busquets.
Is he the great?
Who's in there as well? But Rodri, just the impact. He's winning Euros with Spain, then World Cup with Spain, then Champions League with City, then Premier League with City,
and a Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or is just
Ballon d'Or. I think that's the thing that maybe puts him in that Spain midfield of all time.
Yeah.
Over Busquets. Iniesta, Xavi, Rodri. I think it could be. It could be.
I mean, how good he is. I would probably opt for that, but Busquets was. But the problem Busquets got is that he played in a time with Messi, Ronaldo, and then in his own team he had Xavi and Iniesta. Yeah. I mean, I was always Iniesta over Xavi, but so there, and then for some of the other players as well, like Kaka was still kicking about, all these type of players. So the timing probably went against Busquets, but Rodri, man, that's a big hole they can't fill. But Pep, the manager's the one.
Yeah, and Liverpool, the other side, obviously. Look, Salah.
Oh my! I forgot about Salah.
You forget Salah's gone.
Yeah.
So again, it's the big names. Look, I'm not trying to put the Premier League down in any way, shape, or form, but you're losing big names. Yeah. Salah's left the Premier League.
You talk about one of the greatest. Sorry, Rodri and Salah, 2 of the Premier League's greatest ever players, leaving. Pep, one of the greatest ever managers, leaving. They're big. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, indeed they are. All right, the Premier League returns this Friday on talkSPORT. 2 huge games to kick off the new season. On Friday night, 8 o'clock, Arsenal versus Coventry is live on talkSPORT. Then on Saturday lunchtime, Hull City versus Manchester United live from 12:30. Let's hear from Arsenal's chief exec, a man that you must love, Richard Garlick. I'm talking about you must love, by the way, not the listeners, who's been speaking at today's launch event, and he was asked about how so many clubs having new managers could affect the title race this season.
I absolutely believe that our stability, our consistency gives us an edge over those clubs. It's something that we built over a while. It comes up right from the top, from ownership and having stability up there, all the way through to the coaching staff, the manager and the players that we have. I do think that is an advantage.
Massive advantage for Arsenal, isn't it? Massive. Just the stability of having Arteta for that long, number one. You've won it, number two, and all these new managers who we're just not sure about. Like Carrick now, full season, European football, you don't know. Andoni Iraola taking a step up from Bournemouth, you don't know. Enzo Maresca replacing Pep, good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Xabi Alonso, okay, could be good, but who knows?
Yeah, that's the thing you're talking about. And also as well, you got to think Arteta's the last manager was the only manager in the Prem to have won it. So that's a big, because before you had the likes of, Slot was still here last season, you had Pep, so there's a few there that have got that experience. And you're right, Arsenal are set. You look at all the squads, and you looked at that game, and again, I know it's a Community Shield, and you can't read too much into it, because I don't think City are going to be that bad. That was just a really bad day for them. They just look comfortable in what they're doing. Yeah. They know exactly what they're doing. There's two players for every position. I still would like to see Arsenal kind of strengthen that left-sided forward, but there are options. Martinelli's still kicking about. You've got Zolis, I thought played really well. Eze can play out there. So the squad's set. But you're right, there's so many moving parts with other teams, like Liverpool losing Salah. I know he weren't at his best last year, but it's a big personality that's left. Can Isak come back and show the form that he showed? I thought he looked quite sharp in the World Cup. Manchester United, what are they doing? I know they've signed Yuri Tillemans, and can they get a few more bodies? And I still think they need a couple more. Chelsea, I know they've brought in a couple of more experience with the likes of
Rodgers,
with Henderson and Welbeck, but then you add Rodgers and these type of players. So you're right, I think there's a lot of moving parts with other teams, but you probably have to say that Arsenal will look at the team that looks most set to go and challenge again for this Premier League title.
All right, let's hear from former England captain Stuart Pearce. He was on kickoff last night, and he had this prediction. It might be a bit surprise one for you, where Man City are going to finish this season after that performance in the Community Shield.
Liverpool finished second.
Okay.
I think some of their players that took a time to settle in. Obviously, one of us thinks that Isak might be the top scorer. He's going to play a big part in them finishing second if he is. Third, I'm going to go for Chelsea. Fourth, Manchester United. Fifth, Manchester City. Brentford sixth. Brighton sixth. Brentford. No, I said that. Yeah. Both of them. Hang on a minute. This is where Man City. I'm going to strike you out. You're down to seventh, Man City. Just for me to shoehorn Brentford and Brighton into the top six.
So are Brighton top? They're fifth, are they?
Fifth, yeah. Brentford sixth.
And City in. I love this. City in seventh. Okay.
Yep.
Are you all right with that? You sure? You
yes. No.
I mean, so you do agree with me about City as well?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
What are they agreeing on? That City are going to go from second to seventh?
I can't see that.
I mean, they've still got arguably the best number 9 on his day when he's firing.
No, in the Premier League, he's head and shoulders above everyone.
Beyond anything.
Yeah.
Still got good players. Foden could still do it.
Doku, Semenyo.
Yeah. Turkey.
Yeah.
Like, are they that bad? Guardiola.
Oh, they just signed Elliot Anderson.
Yeah. Donnarumma in goal.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Are they really good?
I don't know. I don't have them as seventh.
Or is it because they don't believe in Maresca? Could that be it?
I think maybe they're just going to be hangover because you look at the impact it had on Manchester United when Fergie left, the impact it had on Arsenal when Wenger left. Now Pep, like when you've had someone in charge for such a long time who's been as successful as Pep has, and the standards that he set, the intensity that he set, if you give players an inch to kind of drop off, they will. And I'm not quite sure if the message is going to be delivered the same way Pep delivered it. Like if I'm honest, if I'm sitting here and Pep's giving me a talk, you're going to go
listen,
right? Maresca, you will listen. But there's still going to be an aspect of, all right, calm down. Do you know what I mean? Like, relax.
He does look strict, though, doesn't he?
He does.
He's got a kind of authoritarian.
And he did win a couple of trophies at Chelsea as well. And
he knows half of the City boys, doesn't he?
Well, he was there when they won the treble.
Yeah, so there should be a respect there.
I think so, but I would not say that they're going to finish seventh. No way.
Impossible.
I'd say
so. As far as say it's impossible.
Yeah.
All right, go on. What's your top 5? You heard Stuart Pearce kind of, I think he gave us his top 5. He kind of went and then said no and then went back again. So what's your top 5?
I've got Arsenal at 1.
Shocker.
Liverpool at 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Liverpool 2, yeah.
You think Andoni's going to land straight away?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I think that last season for Liverpool was a bit of a down year, and I know they've lost Salah, but I think I look at the recruitment. I like the defenders that you brought in as well. You brought some really, really.
That young kid, Jeremy Jacquet, looked really
How good is he?
He looked really good.
You brought Araujo from Barca as well.
Yeah.
So I think you'll bring in. I think you'll be decent.
Do you think we get Bradley Barcola? Do you think that happens?
I mean, if you get him as well,
yeah.
then
I think Gakpo to Spurs maybe.
Yeah. So I think Liverpool 2.
I love it.
Chelsea 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No European football.
Exactly, 1 game a week.
Yeah, 1 game a week.
Man City 4. Manchester United 5.
Okay, so no Villa.
No.
No Spurs. Everyone seems to think Spurs are...
No, I think Spurs will finish top 8.
Yeah.
For sure. I think Villa will be there or thereabouts as well. But again, losing Rodgers, losing Tielemans, these are 2 really, really good players. Did Emi Martinez move to... Oh, Juventus fell through. It fell through to Martinez. But I think they're trying to buy another goalkeeper. Yeah, I think... And they might... You never know. They might lose Konza.
They're going for the Japanese goalkeeper, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah.
And Arsenal been linked with Konza. So... Yeah, I think
Arsenal been linked with Konza.
Yeah,
that would be ridiculous. They should stop that immediately.
Yeah, so I think Villa will be around the 6th, 7th mark. But my top 5: Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, United.
Who do you think has the biggest difference in the league? Like, when you think of where they finished last season to where they finished this season.
Spurs has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, they have recruited really well. I know you talk about some of the price tags and Tonali being 100 million and Fernandes 85 and things like that, but at the end of the day, they've brought in good players. I know they've paid a premium for them, but they've brought in really good players. And I think that's where you have to look at them and go, all right, I mean, 4th bottom for Spurs is poor, but they've brought in Tonali, Mateus Fernandes, Van Hecker, Senesi, Robertson.
Frightening, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? So I think they're going to...
Still lack a number 9.
But I think they're going to get Savino.
And Savino. Okay, yeah, Solanke and Richarlison at the moment.
Gakpo maybe as well.
Yeah.
So I think Spurs will be the biggest difference.
Yeah, they miss Kulusevski.
Yeah, serious
he
baller.
can get fit. Just that energy that he had on the right-hand side.
Serious baller.
I know they finished, 12th or 13th, but I think Newcastle were in big trouble.
Yeah, because they
finished 12th or 13th with what they had last season.
Yeah.
Like with Tonali, with Eddie Howe, with Bruno Guimaraes, with Anthony Gordon.
Yeah. I think they will have a more of a reserved season. I'd have to say Newcastle, but they won't go down. They won't go down because they've still got good enough players. I mean, Harvey Barnes is still there.
Yeah.
Visser had a good World Cup. Vortemard, I'm not quite sure what's going there. I've got Botman still there. Livramento still there. Lewis Hall still there.
Yeah. Even the experience like the Dan Burns, they were just kind of
Joe Linton's still there.
Yeah.
They've still got good players in there. So, yeah, it won't be maybe as successful as we've seen, but they'll be fine.
Yeah, Newcastle first game of the season is Liverpool.
It's 4-3 written all over it.
Under Isak.
Oh, where's it at?
I think, can we find out? I think it might be, if it's St James's Park, good luck to Isak.
Yeah.
Is it St James's Park?
Isak, wow. That place is loud as well.
Mate, very loud. As soon as he touches that ball,
you know he's going to score though.
Of course, and he's going to do that celebration. Who are they?
Yeah.
All right, we're taking your calls. Who's finishing in the top 5 in the Premier League this season? Nice and simple, easy one. 03717 22 3344.
I put it on silent and plane mode the whole time I was on holiday.
Good lad. I did
time.
message you and you pied me.
Well,
I was like, it's fine.
Well, I didn't get it.
Fine.
I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
And I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, you got me a present.
I've got you a little prize.
What you got me?
I've got you.
What you got me? Ah! He's got me a Jason Cundy Tottenham shirt.
There you go, mate. You wanted one.
Is this official your shirt?
That's the official,
This
right?
is a match-worn shirt.
It's a match, probably match on the bench.
That's amazing.
I've got a little Sharpie here, mate, and I'm going to sign it in the break.
I want you to sign it. We have to come up with something. What are we going to put on it?
Dear numbnuts.
And that's amazing. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's in my mum and dad's house.
That's so good.
There you
That's
go.
fully fledged. This is proper Premier League.
Yeah.
There you go,
mate.
thank you, mate.
That's
That's,
all
going
right,
to go
see?
up on the wall. I
Is it?
didn't get you anything.
That's all right.
So, sorry. I didn't think we were exchanging presents.
But no, it's fine. You asked. You did say to me, if I find one, can I have it? And there you go, mate.
You found it. Well done.
Found it, matey.
That's so good.
There you go.
Fits as well.
Fits. Excellent.
I love the old shirts because they're all massive.
Yeah.
So I can get that on.
Do you want me to sign it? You're going to stick it on your wall? You're going to...
Yeah. Of course I want you
When
to.
Spurs play, you might wear it, Jay.
No. Yeah, what's number 26?
No, I got bumped out, didn't I? Jurgen Klinsmann took me 18.
Yeah, and that's Ledley King's number as well, isn't it? Literally, Cundy's the worst player to wear number 26 for Spurs.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it, Ness.
Messi!
No!
Guys, come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is...
No goal.
That was embarrassing.
This reminds me, Ibiza. I was in Ibiza last week.
Oh, was it any good?
So expensive. Couldn't believe how expensive it was. To the point where you start looking at the menus thinking, don't order from that. I was looking at my missus. I was looking at my missus like, don't order. The lady came up to us and she was like, this Wagyu. And I was like, you're not ordering that. Yeah, you're ordering the calamari.
Oh, Wagyu's nice, though.
So expensive, though, bro.
Yeah.
I was there for 7 days as well, so can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing a shift. I need the money. All right, you listen to Drive on talkSPORT. Oladipo, Darren Bent in partnership with Giacomo Starlin Brands. Every single man still to come. We are going to be hearing from Arsenal striker Victor Gyökeres, who Bentley says needs 15 or more Premier League goals this season.
Well, he doesn't need it because he didn't do it last year. Oh, no, I think he did. He got 21 nil points. He did a good season.
I think he got 15 in the league, Mo.
Yeah. Listen, all you need is if he can contribute again like he did last season and others step up as well.
Yeah,
that should be all right.
That should be enough. Very quickly, Man City will reportedly need to pay more than 120 million for Enzo Fernandez, and they want to sign him before the end of the window. It's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Newcastle signed defender Amar Dedic from Benfica for around 30 million, and we can now hear from Chief Exec of the Premier League, Richard Masters, who has been speaking to talkSPORT's Alec Crook at today's launch event.
On the subject of possible changes, we've got a lot of new rule changes. I've spoken to Hal Webb about those. One thing we haven't got in the Premier League is the hydration break. That was much maligned at the World Cup. Was that ever discussed?
Well, we have
amongst
actually.
Clubs?
We have a protocol in place. If it's 30 degrees at kick-off, the referee can put hydration breaks in place.
Not for 3 minutes though.
They I think they're 2 minutes long. Don't quote me on that. Hal will know more than I. But they're a player welfare issue. They're not a commercial opportunity.
And on the subject of the World Cup, there's been a lot of fallout since to Gianni Infantino and his plans to sell off shares in FIFA competitions to private companies. There's a lot of pressure, not least from the FA, for him to stand down. Can you give us your point of view on that?
We support the FA's position. They withdrawn support for Gianni going into the next election. It's up to the National Association, Confederation to decide who their president is. Clearly, at the moment, you've got a lot of division at the top of the game. You've got 3 confederations lined up against Gianni, and the others either supporting him or not yet declared. And that is, I think, a recipe for sort of stasis and division going forward when football doesn't need it. It needs clear leadership from FIFA. And at the moment, that's not available.
That was very, very interesting. I think Alex Crook asked him that first question about hydration breaks, almost expecting it to be batted away. Of course we're not doing it. Obviously, Alex Crook there speaking to the chief exec with the Premier League, Richard Masters. And he's like, no. If it's over 30 degrees, there is a break.
No, but I like the fact that the referee can make that call. Right, as opposed to it being the World Cup. And here we go. Because where they were getting caught out on, there might be a stoppage for an injury on the... say the hydration break was on the 22nd minute.
Yeah.
They get an injury on the 19th minute, and it would take us all the way up to like 21 and a half, and they were like, oh no, let the play for a minute. Right, stop again.
Yeah.
That's where they were getting caught with it. But I like that it's the referee's discretion, so we might just go, no, we don't need it, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess in this country, I mean, maybe the back end of August, you're never going to get 30 degrees anyway.
No.
So, yeah, there probably will be no hydration breaks, which are a good thing. All right, we're taking your calls. Who's finishing in the top 5 of the Premier League this season? 03717 22 3344. Let's go to Frank, the Manchester United fan. Frank, surely with what you've got this season, maybe Rashford staying at the club, Tielemans coming in, surely top 5 is the absolute minimum for Manchester United.
Hi there, gents. Thanks for getting me on. So, here's my issue with what the club are doing at the moment. I mean, you look at the recruitment that we've brought in so far. Tielemans, who I think is an excellent signing for 35 million. Andre Santos is, for me, still unproven at this level. You lost Casemiro, who's a leader in the summer. What's frustrating is you've got Lewis Hall at Newcastle. United knew that they needed a left-back because Luke Shaw's been at the club for however long now, and you know that he's not going to be able to compete in Europe and the Premier League at the same time. So you need a left-back. You've let Newcastle sell Tonali. You've let them sell Bruno Guimaraes. You've let them sell Gordon. Of course they're going to say that Lewis Hall isn't available now. Absolutely. And why should they sell? And I know what you're saying about United should get top 5, but I still think we've got a very thin squad, especially the midfield. And if you look at everyone that's speaking about their top 4, apart from Arsenal being champions, everyone else thinks Chelsea could finish 2nd or 3rd or 4th, or Liverpool could finish 2nd or 3rd or 4th, or City, or it just shows you that the league is there to be got at. And I think United could, if with a strong summer, we could have went there and made a statement this season. And I'm not saying to win the league, but definitely to guarantee yourself one of those top 2 or 3 positions, and then kick on from there.
Do you know what, Frank? Right, Frank, you make some good points, right? But if you're looking at just bodies alone for Manchester United in the middle of the park, right? They have still got Mason Mount. I know he can't stay fit, but he's a good Premier League player, but he just can't stay fit at United. Bruno Fernandes, of course, Andre Santos, Yuri Tielemans, Manuel Ugarte, Kobe Mainoo's still there. So they have got bodies in there. Obviously, Toby Collier as well. They've got bodies in there, but I understand what Frank's saying. You want to see a few more.
I almost feel there's still an uncertainty around Michael Carrick, and them willing to give him the checkbook to go and just pull the trigger, just go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's still this, are we sure about Carrick yet? I think because if they were in full belief, this is Manchester United, this is the biggest club in the world, they would have said, you know what, it's 300 million, go and win us the league.
Yeah.
I feel like there's still a bit of a feeling that he might not be the guy, Frank. Or am I just reading it wrong, Frank?
Yeah, but, I mean, if that's the case, then don't give him a 2-year contract. Don't give him a 2-year contract. Listen, I've sat here and watched the Glazers and Ed Woodward handle football negotiations at Man United, and they were terrible. These guys have come in and so-called the best in class. If you're the best in class and you're planning ahead, and you're going to sack Amorim, then make sure you've got the best guy in place to replace him thereafter. And you had 6 months with Carrick as an interim, and you didn't hire him until the end of the season. So if you're going to give him a contract, then back him. And if you don't want to back him, then you're stringing us all along, really.
Frank, very quickly, before I let you go, Rashford, stay or go? What do you want?
I want Rashford to stay. He's our boy. I want him to stay, but I still think he's going to end up going at the end of the window, to be honest.
Top man. Appreciate the call, Frank. I'll just quickly go to Dave, the Aston Villa fan. Dave, top 5?
Yeah, gents, thanks for having me on. My head's going to explode because I hear so many people talking about Aston Villa, and they turn around and go, "We're going to finish like 7th, 8th." I mean, this manager is a winner, and he's shown time after time after time in Europe and the league that he knows what he's doing. Yes, we've got players going, I understand that, but look at some of the players we brought in, and do me a favour: Spurs are going to finish above Villa. The boy from West Ham, he's got relegated twice now. Once with Southampton, once with West Ham, and they just paid £82 million for him. I honestly cannot see some of the stuff that people are talking about. Stuart Pearce, he's got Brentford and he's got Brighton finishing above Villa. He's on something. He's on something.
No, but I mean, listen. I would say, Dave. You brought in Garnacho. I'm not sure about Garnacho, if I'm honest. João Gomez. I mean, he got relegated last season with Wolves. I like Manzambi. I think he's decent. So I can understand why there's a few question marks around certainly the recruitment at Villa.
And also, I mean, Morgan Rogers going, Tielemans going, your goalkeeper wants to go. There's a lot of talk about Ezri Konsa leaving the club. I think it's the exits as well people are scared about.
But the manager, I agree with Garnacho, but the only good thing is he's replacing Sancho, who was also rubbish. So rubbish for rubbish.
And Luca Dean is gone.
Oh, yeah.
But by the way, we've just played Paris Saint-Germain in the Super Cup, and we should have beat them 3 or 4-3. The centre forward should have scored his hat-trick, right? The young boy, and he's 17. Now, I guarantee you now, if that was United, if that was City, if that was Arsenal playing against Paris Saint-Germain, look at Paris Saint-Germain starting lineup. All the stars there, apart from the one World Cup winner of the Spanish boy on the bench, they were all there, and we could have beat them.
Dave, the only thing I'd say about that, right, is I have to be careful because I remember watching Spurs against Paris Saint-Germain and Spurs played really well. I think they even got beat on pens and they finished 4th bottom.
Yeah, I'm always concerned when a fan talks about defeat as though it's a win.
Yeah.
Look at that. We played them. What you lost.
Yeah,
you've got to be very, very careful about that. Dave, the Aston Villa fan, appreciate that. All right, time for no Googling. All right, still to become, we are going to be joined by a couple of superstars, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta, as well as Coventry manager Frank Lampard. But first, it is time for no Googling. We want to know, you're going to get this one. Who is the youngest player to score a Premier League hat-trick? Go on, I'll give you one guess. Go on.
Place for your boys.
Maybe. Answer when we come.
Yeah.
Cricket, what? But I know Chelsea had a deadline for Fernandes, but it looks like Rodri's obviously on his way to Spain, Barcelona. I think he's going over there today. Would they go back in? It seems common sense, and particularly after watching that yesterday, would they go back to Chelsea, do you think, City?
I think it's almost nailed on that they're going to chance their arm there. Rodri deal was agreed overnight, £65 million, which is always the magic number. As far as Manchester City are concerned, he's agreed a 4-year deal. They're going to sell to Gianni Reinders as well. Those transfer fees combined will be enough to match Chelsea's £120 million asking price for Enzo Fernandez. Now, obviously, sources telling us on Friday that the 5 o'clock deadline had passed. No written bids have been received. Therefore, Enzo Fernandez would stay a Chelsea player. I'm not convinced that was as hard a deadline as maybe it's being made out.
What about Jamie Vardy, Crookie? We're reading reports that he's had an offer from Brazil.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because Jamie Vardy still looks in top physical condition. Obviously did pretty well in his stint over in Italy. I think he'd prefer a return to English football, if I'm honest, but I wouldn't totally rule out a move to Brazil. Who knows, that might be the next chapter of the documentary that I've just started watching about his incredible career. But he's certainly got no shortage of interest. Sheffield Wednesday, his boyhood club, have chanced their arm, but I think financially that's quite a difficult deal for the Owls to do.
Here are some of the best off-camera anecdotes from recent years at the Ryder Cup. As caddy Billy Foster went to relieve himself at the Belfry, he noticed only one of the 2 cubicles had toilet paper. Shortly after he'd sat down, Tiger Woods went into the empty cubicle and realised his mistake all too late. So Foster took some paper, reached under the cubicle with a rescue offering, and as Tiger went to take it, Foster uttered the words, "Europe, one up." Fast forward 10 years to the miraculous Medina. Rory McIlroy overslept and was in danger of missing his Sunday tee time. Thankfully, travel organiser Erica Stoll sorted him a police escort, and 3 years later, McIlroy proposed. Scottish legend Sam Torrance tells many a yarn about the great Ballesteros. Apparently, Seve would regularly give coaching clinics to his European teammates. When the same players asked for help a week later at the Italian Open, Seve would tell them to Having started with a Billy Foster story, let's finish with one from the 12th tee at Oakland Hills in 2004. It was Jimenez and Garcia against Westwood and Clark in a practice round, and as they finished, Foster decided to jump in the buggy and speed away with all their clubs, only to lose control entirely and see it careering towards the spectators. Thankfully, the Red Sea parted and the buggy smashed into a tree, with viewers and clubs still intact.
You listen to Drive and talkSPORT. Addy Oladipo, Darren, Ben. A few moments ago, we brought you the second no Googling of the afternoon. We asked, who is the youngest player to score a Premier League hat-trick? The answer, Mr. Ben, is...
Michael Owen.
18 years and 62 days.
Do you know what, right?
Go on. Oh, yeah, I love these stories. Go on.
No, it's not even a story.
I
but
was planning.
When you talk about players, and we always talk about great centre forwards and that, I almost feel like people... Those early Michael Owen years were scary, weren't they?
Yeah.
About how good he was. I mean, there was a subject came up the other day about who's the greatest teenager in Premier League history, and there was some people were putting Ronaldo in there, and I get it, he was talented. He wasn't Rooney as a teenager, and he wasn't Owen. Owen was, oh my goodness.
Remember he did that little sit down, and I think he compared himself to Mbappe, and obviously the kids of today started laughing, and there's so many memes. There's that one.
I know exactly where he's coming from.
I was better than Mbappe at 18. And then I got injured.
Yeah, see, I don't
know if it's true, but
I'm not sure
and he had
about.
a Ballon d'Or in front of him as he was saying it.
Because I think Mbappe
he had the
World
Ballon
Cup
d'Or, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he won that at 21 years old, didn't he, Owen?
Yeah.
But those early Michael Owen years for Liverpool, he was destroying. I mean, but listen, being an Arsenal fan,
the
Cup final,
FA Cup final, where he skins Keown, absolutely obliterates.
Honestly, he was frightening.
Yeah. He was so good. Often forgotten.
Yeah.
All right, still to come, we are going to hear from Arsenal striker Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal are, of course, in action against Coventry in the opening game of the season, live on talkSPORT this Friday. We are going to hear from the Coventry gaffer as well, Frank Lampard. But we're delighted to be joined now by Coventry defender Joel Latabaudiere, who joins us now. Joel, appreciate you coming on, my man. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thanks for having me.
Here we go, Joel. This is it, isn't it? Premier League. This is it. I mean, you've done your stuff in the Championship. Now it's the big boy leagues. Is it nerves? Is it apprehension? Is it a case of, okay, let me show you what I can do and prove you guys that I should have been in this league a few years back? What are the feelings?
Yeah, I think that's how we all feel. You know, we had a great season last year, and we want to prove that we should be here as a group. So I'd say it's a lot more excitement, but at the same time, really focused.
Have you felt the difference in terms of you've obviously been building up the championship seasons for the last couple of seasons, but you've obviously now gone up into the Premier League. Everything around the Premier League bigger, it's better, it's more shiny. Have you noticed that in the build-up?
Yeah, 100%. Like the intensity, even in training that we're bringing, you know, going through clips, even things like the media attention, you know, what that brings. So, yeah, we've definitely noticed it.
You know, when a big manager comes in, like Mark Robins got you to the club, right? You know, when a big name manager comes in, like Frank Lampard, is there that fear that he's going to go out and bring in players from, I don't know, from Chelsea, like he did at his time at Derby, where he can go and get loan deals? Is there a case of having to prove something to him as well as yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I think whenever a new manager comes in, you always want to do well and show him what you're about. But, you know, the gaffer was open. He told us his plans. He told us what he wanted to do from the get-go. And, you know, we've been on this upward trajectory from there. So we've got to where we want to get to. And, yeah, now we can prove ourselves in the best league possible.
I don't know if you did it, but some clubs do it when they get newly promoted. But when the fixtures came out, I'm guessing you're aware what date they were coming out. Did you all sit together and watch the fixtures come out, or like, how did you do it?
So we were all away. You know, it was summer, we were off, so we weren't together, but the group chat was going, and you know, so we're all watching it and chatting to each other on the group chat. So we experienced that together. Yeah.
I don't know who your team is when you were a kid that you supported. Who was that?
Say that again. Sorry.
When you were younger, obviously a team you supported growing up. Who was the team that you supported?
Liverpool.
Go on, my son. I knew it. I knew we had a connection. I knew we had a connection.
So I'm guessing that is obviously when the fixtures came out. That was probably the first one you looked at when you're going to be playing at Anfield.
To be honest, with the first game being against the champions, we're all more taken like with that. We were over the moon with that. So we didn't really look at. I didn't really look at things like that. But you know, when they all come out and you see you've got Arsenal away first game of the season, it's like, wow, come on.
Yeah, it's almost, that's the acid test to kind of determine sort of where you are. And it's unfair, I think, sometimes, like to play Arsenal straight away at the Emirates. I mean, if it was in your ground, maybe so, but I guess you'll know the levels immediately, won't you, straight away? Because Arsenal, as you know, have got some fantastic players. So is there excitement to say, okay, let's do it. Let's prove ourselves against the champions. Like we did what we did in the championship. Let's see where we are compared to one of the best teams in the world right now.
Yeah, 100%. It's having that excitement, but also having that level of focusedness as well. You know, we're going to their home, like you said, the reigning champions, one of the best teams in the world, and you know, it lets us find out where we are straight away. So don't get me wrong, there's a lot of excitement around it, but we are very focused, and we're looking forward to it.
How's pre-season gone? Because you look at some of the fixtures, certainly for Coventry, and you'd have to say you've had a decent pre-season. Certainly beating Monaco, beating Espanyol. You've had some really, really good pre-season fixtures. So how is it going into this Premier League season? Do you guys feel like you're ready? Yeah, you've obviously got all the running in your legs. Do you feel ready to go?
Yeah, 100%. You know, this is a gaffer's second pre-season. The first pre-season we had with him was really good, and this one's topped that. The training's been more intense, and like you said, we've had some great games. And you know, we've been building each day, every day, getting better each day, learning new things, what it's going to be like in the Premier League. And you know, he's got that experience in there as a player and a manager, so we have the luxury to lean on him to get those experiences. So yeah, we've had a top pre-season. Everyone's healthy, everyone's fit, feeling strong. So you know, it's go time.
You mentioned it a lot, Joel, about sort of the club going to the Premier League. What about you now as an individual going to the Premier League? Obviously, look, at Man City, I mean, everyone was looking at you, right? You won silverware as a kid with the likes of Phil Foden. You see what he's gone on to do. This must be exciting for you as well. You must like really relish the challenge. Obviously, look, good forwards in the Championship, but we're talking world-class forwards now in the Premier League, like a Haaland and Isak and Gyökeres. You must be looking forward to those type of battles.
100%. You know, I really want to challenge myself individually, and there's no better place to do that than the Premier League. So for me personally, it was massive, and you know, I can't wait to get started and be competitive.
You've had some good players in your squad, of course, but you've added 1 or 2 more additions. Taiwo Wanyi, who I really like, obviously has got Premier League experience. But someone that the commentary players, the fans, should I say, will know really well is Gustavo Hamer. Now, we know how great he was when he was at commentary first time about. It must have been nice seeing him walk back into the dressing room.
Yeah, 100%. So I actually joined the season that he departed. We had the pre-season together, and he departed after the first game. So I got to know him a bit in that pre-season, and he's a top guy off the pitch, top guy for the changing room as well as on the pitch. And the fans' reaction was incredible, and especially at the Espanyol game, where everyone knew about it and everything. So it was great.
You know, in previous seasons, just because of how big and I guess how tough the Premier League is, the teams that go up often come down. Last season, obviously, Sunderland, fantastic under Regis Labrie. I thought Leeds were fantastic. That must give you guys a lot of hope when you look at it and think, okay, maybe the gap between the champ and the Prem isn't as big as it once was. Or do you still think, okay, look, let's just get to that 41-point mark and get there as quick as possible, and anything else after that's a bonus?
No, I definitely think there's a gap between the Prem and Champ. You know, it's the strongest league in the world, but I also think the Champ's one of the toughest leagues, and especially to win it and coming off the back of that. So, like you said, the 2 of the teams stayed up last season, which is great, and it definitely gives us that extra drive, knowing that it's we can be competitive, and we have that belief as a group. So that's what we'll be striving towards.
Joel, good luck, my man. I'll be backing. Now I know you're a Liverpool fan. I'll be backing you. Or was a Liverpool fan, but it's still the same thing. I'll be backing you. Good luck, Joel.
Good luck for the season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Nice one.
Top man. Always good to see someone that obviously started at Man City.
Yeah.
Obviously fell out of the league.
Yeah.
Has worked his way back up and now gets his chance in the Premier League. And it's good. He's only young as well. 25, 26.
I still remember that summer. I've been at Ipswich. We should have got promoted at least once. It was crazy, but when you know you're going to the Premier League, that I obviously made my debut in the Premier League, but when I know I'm going to it as a starter, that summer, your mentality and your preparation is just different. You find yourself in that pre-season running harder, working harder. Your focus is different because now you are, as you said, the question. You're coming up against the best of the best. This is it. I was coming up against the Rios and the JTs and these Sol Campbells. So your whole mentality is completely different, but it's exciting because he's right. When you are preparing for that, everything is glitz and glamour. Yeah. When you go into the Premier League, everything's bigger and better. I mean,
even like getting requests to come on to radio shows, TV shows. I guess the requests come in even more.
Everybody wants to be part of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Now, can they stay there? I hope they can.
Yeah, of course you do. I know why as well.
Why is that?
His son's there, isn't he? Son's there playing football. Of course, I'm going to ask you about who you think's going to get relegated. I want an honest opinion a bit later. Coventry's first 5 games: Arsenal, Hull, Man City, Brighton, Forest. Go on very quickly. Arsenal, obviously, you think they lose to?
Yep.
Hull, they beat Hull.
They beat Hull.
Man City,
they get beat.
Brighton,
they nick a point
at home.
Yeah, they nick a point.
Forest away.
Forest
under Glasner. All changed.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We'll come back to that.
Yeah. By the way, these guys deleted it, but I saw a bit of breaking news, by the way. There you go. Man City confirmed Spain midfielder Rodri has joined Barcelona.
Yeah. I mean, we knew it's coming. It's a miss.
I thought he was going Real Madrid. I thought it was a hook, line, sinker, Real Madrid.
No, they've got too many players. Too many. Jose's gone in there and bought everyone.
But what would Jose want, Rodri? He would want that enforcer on the pitch.
I don't know. I mean, they've still got Valverde.
Valverde, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Jude.
And they've also got Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're missing someone else as well.
Probably are.
Arda Güler can play in there as well.
Yeah. But none of them are Rodri. When we come back, we are going to hear from Alex Crook. He's been speaking to Victor Gyökeres.
Joe, very satisfying. Bit of a statement. Just remember, it's only a glorified friendly.
First of all, I want to say a big good morning to the talkSPORT listeners. It's a fantastic Monday morning, isn't it? It is for sure. Listen, guys, Jeff, Ali, who's going to beat us this season? You tell me. Who is going to take over in the city of London? Who?
On that evidence, nobody.
Nobody.
Right. But
Chelsea.
I think Chelsea.
It's premature, Jeff. It's premature.
Well, it's premature. You're saying who's going to beat us?
We've won the trophy available to win.
Yeah.
We've done it.
It's difficult for you guys not to get carried away after that. But at the same time, I wouldn't be overly worried about Manchester City's performance. Although, with the golf in that particular game, I would be slightly concerned.
Ali, I have to add, it is time to get excited. It's time to get super excited because I don't think there's a time in the league where it's been more open for us to dominate. I mean, if you look at Liverpool, Areola, we don't know what he's going to do. You're talking about Alonso. We're raving about a manager. And you've seen the ins and outs of Chelsea. It's not even stable there yet. I've just seen recently that Nicholas Jackson, who's been one of their best players in the pre-season, he's in the bomb squad with Liam Delap. No. You turn around, you look at Man City, it's looking shaky. You look at Aston Villa. There's no point you getting me in the morning with Gabby anymore. There's no point. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing, Gabby. I'm not going to see you again, mate. We're that far gone.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabrielle.
I can't watch this. He's definitely scoring this.
Messi!
No.
Guys, come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
no goal.
That was embarrassing.
Good afternoon, you're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, Darren Ben in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. Stop what you're doing right now. If you're driving, park up because we have a superstar who is about to join us. The Premier League returns this Friday. It's live on talkSPORT, and Frank Lampard's side, Coventry, go to the champions Arsenal in their opener. And I'm delighted to say that Super Frank joins us now. Frank, how are you, my man?
Very good, thanks. Very good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, Frank. Frank, is it excitement? Is it nerves? Is it just wanting to get the first game out of the way? What are you feeling heading into this big game against Arsenal?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think we're excited. I think our little story of 25 years out of the league, the year that we had last year with the boys, how well they did to get us there, and then reality obviously kicks in. And when you see Arsenal away as the first game, absolutely kicks in because they were quite rightly the champions. But we have to focus on ourselves. We have to take the challenge head on that it is. You play these best teams through the year away from home. Get them early while we're early in the season. We just have to prepare ourselves as well as we can and be confident going into it. I don't want the players to be overawed. They deserve their chance to play in the Premier League. We're going to the champions and we'll hopefully give it our best.
Frank, how's preparation gone then in pre-season? I mean, your recruitment really, really well. You've brought in some really good players. You've obviously signed a couple that you had last season as well, which has been brilliant. But how's the preparation gone for you?
Yeah, it's gone well. I think it's hard. We've known we've been promoted for a long time because we did it early, and this season started later. So it's hard to do too much business. We know we want to help the squad and improve it. It's hard to do that in the summer. It's quiet months, especially when the World Cup was on. So we've had to wait for some of the players to come in, which we are excited about, to get the squad to where we want it to be. So we've worked hard with the players. They came back quite early, a lot of conditioning, a lot of getting fit, the typical stuff. And then in the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, as the new players have been coming in, we've been able to work much more sort of tactically on what we want to do and how we're going to approach the season in terms of our general idea, but then really honing in on Arsenal because we know what challenge that is. So, no, I think the boys are in a good place. They've worked well. They're excited. So, Friday's coming and what a way to start it, I guess.
Frank, how difficult is it? And that balance, I guess, to trust the players that ultimately got you to the Premier League, but also understanding and knowing that you're going to need stronger players to stay in the Premier League and compete with some of the big boys?
Yeah, it's a great question, Mike, because we've all seen that from the outside, and it's not easy. And you want to be very strategic. You want to give yourself the best chance for the squad. I will say, as I said a lot now, but the players were great last year. We had an incredible spirit, and the squad deserved to get to the Premier League. So individually, there's a lot of players there that deserve the opportunity. We haven't got many Premier League minutes as such, so they're all very excited. But we have a job to do to try and compete. We all understand that the level is the level of the Premier League. It's the greatest in the world. So it's can we keep that togetherness and spirit and what we had last year, and hopefully we've added quality within that to help the players and to get us at the level that we want to be at. And to be fair to the players that were there and the players that have come in, there's a good feeling around the place. The players have come in and settled in pretty quickly, and the place feels good. Of course, once the league starts, all the challenges are really there in front of you. But in terms of preparation, I'm very happy with where we're at. And there's still a little bit of time in the window, but the games start now, so it's good. We're done. We've had enough of the pre-season games. We're ready for the real stuff now.
Frank, I know you're definitely someone who likes to concentrate on your own team, but I'm guessing you'll take great confidence from what Sunderland and Leeds did last season. More so Sunderland. I know finishing in a European position in your first season is absolutely incredible, but the previous seasons before that, we'd seen the 3 teams come up and go straight back down. But seeing what happened last season, that must give you great confidence.
Yeah, it does, Benty, and I think it was a good case for us because we played against Sunderland in the semi-final the year before, so we knew what they were then. And then when you're watching them from afar last year, you're seeing the results they're getting out. And over the summer, myself and my staff, we studied a lot of these typical teams you're talking about that have either got up and stayed up, or those sort of teams that maybe don't. Financially are not the most powerful in the league, but tend to overachieve in the way they do it. I thought Sunderland were very impressive. Firstly, they were very impressive in the market. They were aggressive and recruited where they thought they needed to strengthen. I think that's clear that needs to be done in the modern day. But secondly, their setup and how they played, the physical nature of the team, how they were aggressive at certain times, and how when they needed to defend, they were very compact and defended with a lot of discipline and a lot of work ethic, and really got something going. So there's lots of pointers we can take from that and then do it in our own way, which is what we've been speaking about to the players in the last few weeks.
Your biggest supporter on planet Earth, Mr. Rory Jennings, went to go and watch you a few times last season, and he always used to tell me you're very on the front foot, very attacking. Is it going to still try and be a bit of that in the Premier League, or do you have to change it just because of obviously the quality goes up a bit?
Yeah, Rory did come last year, and he came with his little gang, and they had a really good time. They absolutely enjoyed. I saw them in the office after, and they were straight into the beers, so they were good. But it's an interesting one for us. We did play that way last year, and you play what's in front of you, and we were aggressive. We'd be aggressive off the ball. We attacked quickly, so we could control games, but we could also play forward very quickly, and hence why we scored a lot of goals. But of course, we're going to have to look at what we're going into to step up in level, and in each game as it comes in a certain way. When you're coming up against Arsenal and you see the threats they have, you'll be naive and stupid to not sort of consider that and consider what our approach is. So we'll do that. Hopefully we can show that, and hopefully there'll be different games where we can show more of our style of last year, but at other times and we have to be a bit more strategic. If we have to make sure we're defensively sound and not giving away transitions, which in the Premier League now are so important, the amount of goals that scored in transition, just with a high quality and speed level, we have to have a full awareness of that.
Absolutely. Well, just before you came on, Frank, we had Joel Latadier come on, right? And he spoke really, really well about certain players. But one I asked him about was Gustavo Hamer. Now, obviously, he's great affiliation with the Coventry supporters. He was brilliant while he was at the club. How important was it for you to bring him back?
It was important. I think there's a few parts to it. There is a nice sentimental part to it because the fans love him, and I like that. I was aware of that, so that's a good thing. It's a really positive story for us. I understand why they love him because he was an instrumental player and he has a certain individual quality that fans will be drawn to. So that was a plus, but it wasn't complete emotions. I've spent the last 18 months in the Championship playing against his Sheffield United team, and he was one of the standout players that when you're prepping, it's like, be careful of Gus because he'll find a forward pass, he'll find a through ball, he'll get shots away and all these things. And for me, it felt like a little ingredient for us. It's a bit different to what we do have, to have that where he can be very clinical at that end of the pitch. And I think where the level steps up, you need players that can find that pass. So it's a different quality for us to have. So as a package, it was something that I was very keen to do, and obviously the club and the owner and Dean have backed me with that one specifically. But we're obviously more than that. But I think Gus coming in is a great thing for us, and I'm hoping that he can give us the things that, as I say, were a problem for us when we played against his teams.
Frank, I was watching the Jose Mourinho doc. You're in there quite a lot. Obviously, look, an icon of the Premier League. You've been doing this now quite a few years. Derby was 8 years ago, that first Derby job, 2018. What would you say you've learnt the most from that experience and obviously working alongside the great Mourinho?
I mean, look, so I've watched the doc, obviously, and it was great memories, specifically the first one, because it was just a Chelsea story and it just brought back so many great things. And again, I knew I loved Jose from a long time ago, but seeing it all back was great. And I think he's a man. I worked with lots of great managers. He specifically was the one that impacted my career the most in the moment that he came in because of the confidence he gave me. And one thing's for sure, that I think many managers have tried to imitate Jose to a degree. I wouldn't or couldn't do that because I don't have his characteristics. I have my own. So there's little bits and snippets of things that he's said and the personal impact he had on me that I try to have by being close to my players and being able to communicate with them in the right way. So I try and do it in my own way. As I say, I try and be close to the players so they feel like that I'm a coach on the pitch, but if they've got problems off the pitch, because I felt like Jose was that for me. So yeah, I loved watching that, and but I'm trying to do management in my own way. And as you say, it's 8 years. It feels like it's flown by, but I've probably learned the most is to get my own balance right in terms of you can't win every game. You're going to be tested in those ways. You can't search for perfection every day. You have to get your balance right off the pitch and on the pitch and prioritise the things that really matter. And hopefully these 18 months at Coventry, I've been able to show that that's a little personal improvement for me. And it actually makes my life easier to get that balance right because you get your time to rest, but you understand that it's a stressful job that will tax you, but you have to understand when you're in it, that's what it is.
Well, Frank, I'm guessing you did some fantastic work for Jose, winning in Premier League titles and that. So I'm guessing he's going to return the compliment by giving you a couple of players from Real Madrid. Maybe he might kick down Mbappe, send him to Coventry. Maybe you know, I mean, someone like Rodrigo.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure Doug will love his wages. He'll love the wage bill going up. I think that'll be like triple. Or I know, maybe quadruple our wage bill. I know. Jose's always there. Between us now, I did message him the other day about another player. It's not a Real Madrid player. It's a player that he worked with previously, and he's always on call. It takes him a couple of days sometimes, but I know he's a busy man. But he came back with a very, very detailed talk about a certain player we're talking about. So yeah, we've got that connection forever now. The Chelsea boys, Jose, and that little group that you saw in the documentary, and those sort of bonds do stay forever.
Frank, you're creating your own bonds with that team now that you've built together at Coventry. So well done. Good luck on Friday, Frank.
Thanks, lads. Nice speaking to you both. Thanks,
cheers, Frank.
Much.
Cheers. Good man, isn't he? Good man. Remember, Coventry versus Arsenal. Coventry going to the Emirates Stadium on Friday live on talkSPORT. You know what? He just really wants it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he could easily have said, you know what? Yeah, I'm good after the Everton thing. I can just be a pundit. I can just enjoy myself. He's like, you know what? I want it.
It's very much like he was as a player.
Yeah.
Like where he worked hard. There's always that famous press conference, isn't there, where Harry Redknapp saying that, listen, he will be one of the best players in the world, like all that. But you're right, you can tell by the way he's talking how excited he is. He's as excited as the players. If probably more excited.
Speaks well, doesn't he? Speaks well. It is the press launch. Remember, the Premier League press launch is today, and we are hopefully going to speak to the greatest right now in the Premier League. Correct? Fair?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta.
VAR, as we know, there have been so many mistakes, so many errors with VAR.
Who let him
let alone without VAR.
The fact of the matter is, getting back to your point,
you can't so many more decisions right than wrong.
But you cannot have VAR for no matter what game it is within the same tournament. You can't have it for one game and not have it for others.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
EFL fans, okay. White and Jordan coming up, swamp them. Swamp them with text telling them that you do not want VAR in the EFL.
And should they want it in the Championship playoff final because they've got it?
You can't have it if you've not had it in the tournament before.
But they have it. They use it. They shouldn't use it in the Championship playoff final.
If it's used
the most lucrative game in football.
If it's used in...
If you two had your way in that game with no VAR, a dodgy goal could send the wrong team up.
Correct, because that's
Jim,
life.
That's fine.
Jim, you know what?
I don't think it's good, but it's life.
So you two are happy to support a flawed system.
There is not one...
But it's a flawed system if you have VAR in it, but not have it for the rest of the tournament.
And there is not one football fan out there who cares that it's the most lucrative game in football. All they care about seeing their team win
They do.
and get... No,
they like the money
don't.
that comes with
The
it.
football... No, fans don't care.
This
fans
is
want to see their team
unbelievable.
promoted. That's all they care about. No fan goes
Why
to
do you
Wembley
two
and think,
not see
oh
the
my
logic
goodness,
here?"
think of the money we can make out of this. Of course they don't.
All right.
People, football
There's
fans...
a winning goal, winning off his fists, but who cares?
Football fans, generally speaking, Jim, will more than accept honest mistakes.
Good evening, you're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, Darren Bent, just gone 6 o'clock. Still to come, we are going to be joined by the gaffer, Arsenal boss, Mikel Arteta. Can't wait to hear from Arteta.
I know.
I'm actually nervous to speak to him.
Why?
Don't know, he's the Premier League winning manager.
Yeah, but he's been heavyweight champions of the world and all different weight classes.
That's true. Right now, though, Coventry return to the Premier League this Friday, and it is, of course, live on talkSPORT.
Where should we begin?
He's made it 3, a hat-trick for Mickey Quinn. Arsenal 0, Coventry City 3. Coventry have won it. A barren Boxing Day for Arsenal.
These are the games that make or break you.
Coventry are going to be relegated to League 2.
Football's about emotions, right? You invest everything in your life.
And Wright has turned it in!
This ground, this club is ready for the Premier League.
And there are going to be some difficult moments, and we have to stick together and believe in what we are trying to do.
Finishing second 3 times in a row, everybody turned that into a negative before we'd won it.
After all of those near misses, Mikel Arteta and his players have finally delivered.
Arsenal are in the best situation to win back-to-back. Their squad is still the best.
Erdogan, great touch, chance to make it 3, easily strokes it into the net.
These are the team you're going to have to beat this year, and they're going to blow the rest away.
I saw the fire in the belly, I saw players coming early, and that's all really good signs.
Mason Clark! That will round it off in style!
I go, in my opinion, Coventry are the favourites at LM3 to stay.
And every step of the spellbinding story will be live across the talkSPORT network.
Fantastic, isn't it? The Premier League is back on Friday as newly promoted Coventry travel to the champions Arsenal. It's live right here on talkSPORT. It is also, of course, sees a return to the Premier League for Super Frank Lampard. We heard from him a bit earlier. It was live on Drive, and he said the whole club is raring to get going.
Our little story of 25 years out of the league, the year that we had last year with the boys, how well they did to get us there, and then reality obviously kicks in, and when you see Arsenal away as the first game, absolutely kicks in because they were quite rightly the champions. But we have to focus on ourselves. We have to take the challenge head on that it is. You play these best teams through the year away from home. Get them early while we're early in the season. We just have to prepare ourselves as well as we can and be confident going into it. I don't want the players to be overawed. They deserve their chance to play in the Premier League. We're going to the champions and we'll hopefully give it our best.
He's got that experience, hasn't he? Honestly, as I said, Derby 2018, he's been managing for a long, long time.
Yeah. So different experiences as well. He's had championship experience. Yep. He had fighting at the bottom of the table with Everton. He had Champions League with Chelsea.
Yeah. And
now he's had a team promoted. He's honestly, he's almost covered all bases, but he's done a fantastic job. And I know Mark Robbins was really well thought of at Coventry. They absolutely loved him. I know some people up there that were Coventry supporters, was like a bereavement when he left, Mark Robbins. But the fact that he's gone in there, got them promoted, what a wonderful job he's done.
I didn't really want to ask Frank whether or not he needs to prove something to himself. So I'll ask you that question. Does he? Because, there's some, is he a Premier League manager?
Well,
we know what he can do in the champ. We've seen it, right?
Yeah.
But can he replicate that in the Premier League?
Well, that's the argument. And that's what people will be asking because we've seen him do, as you said there, get a team out of the Championship, which is hard to do, and he's managed to do that. We've seen the Everton stint. We saw him do it at Chelsea. But can he become an established Premier League manager? Because he's flirted with it a bit. But it's hard to say that he's an established one. But if he can get himself there and keep Coventry in there for a good couple of seasons and then whatever will be, will be. But he's certainly on the right path. I think he got a lot of unfair criticism with the Chelsea situation. The Everton one, Everton fans will have their own kind of recollection of his time at Everton. But the job he's done at Coventry has been a 10. And if he can keep them in the division, because that should be the only aim this season. I get it. When you get to Christmas, if you're cruising, like Sunderland were,
then maybe you can think bigger.
Then maybe you could adjust it slightly, right? Yeah. But right now, every Coventry supporter and player and anyone connected to that football club right now should be, we need to stay in the division. Yeah. Anything else is a bonus.
Yeah, and I guess that same applies to Ipswich and Hull City as well. Be interesting to hear from their fans. Get in touch, 03717 223344. Oh, well, you know what the business you've done. You know what the expectations are as well, especially Ipswich. Obviously, look, Kieran McKenna gone, Gary O'Neill in. What are you expecting this season? Who do you think of those three?
Yep.
Be honest. Yep. Be honest. Take your allegiances out, which is very difficult. Who's best placed to stay up out of those three?
Ipswich.
Why?
I just think that the recruitment's been good. Like Julian Ciso, bringing him in. Yeah. Good player. We saw him at Brighton. You know what I mean? Lukic from Fulham, I really like as well. Florentino from Burnley. Maeda was the one. Even Issa Diop, Premier League experience. Fatawu, I like him coming in from Leicester. The Maeda one was the one that caught me out of nowhere.
Came from nowhere.
I woke up and went, whoa, what's happened here then? Yeah. So I look at them and I look at Gary O'Neill, the manager, as well. And I really like him. When Kieran McKenna left, I was sat on the show and they said, who do I think should be in next? I said straight away it should be Gary O'Neill.
Yeah.
Similar profile.
Upgrade?
I wouldn't say it's an upgrade. It's a little bit unfair to say upgrade because Kieran McKenna 3 promotions in 4 years is nuts. But I think his profile, Gary O'Neill, in terms of what he did at Wolves, because they played some good stuff, even though they were kept taking his best players, he kept them competitive. What he did at Bournemouth as well.
Remember there was a riot when Andoni Areola came in.
Yeah, and we know that ended.
Yeah. But remember, Andoni had that really bad start.
I think he lost his first 8 games.
It was like Gary O'Neill back.
Yeah. But no, for me, he was the right call. But Ipswich have got to start well. You look at who they've got. Sunderland at home, 3:00. Have to win that.
Yeah.
Right. But then you've got Man United away. Then you've got Liverpool at home. Tough. Then Palace away.
Frightening, isn't it?
Tough games, but
this is the Premier League.
Yeah, I think they can do it. I hope they can do it anyway.
Yeah, you know, we heard Frank then. You asked that question. It was obviously a bit of a joke, but it was an interesting question about the loan deals.
Yeah,
like how important is it to have those type of relationships? Because we have seen like Alvaro Obelar has gone to Fulham.
Yeah,
and he's brought in a couple of Real Madrid players.
Yeah,
see what I mean? Those relationships, you can almost nick deals that you could never normally have done.
Yeah,
How important are those relationships? You think?
Yeah, I think massively because I get it, and Frank's right. I made a little joke about Mbappe. Of course, I didn't mean Mbappe, but like if you can go and get certainly some of the clubs and Jose, I mean they had such fond memories. I think back to Chelsea winning the Premier League and Lampard scoring that goal at Bolton Wanderers. I think that might have been Jose's first. If you could just have a conversation and go, is there any young players that you believe eventually will be great?
18-year-old.
That maybe I can bring in. Jose, knowing their relationship, Jose would help him.
100%.
Like Jose would help him. But again, it's got to be right for the club because for a newly promoted side, what you need is good characters. It's not about bringing in players that have been in the Premier League that are just looking for another payday. You need someone that are willing to put up the fight. It's going to be difficult at times, week in, week out. You're going to be on the back foot for most of the season. Can you bring in good characters that can help you survive? And if you could do that, plus it's Frank Lampard. You're talking about Pep. I know they're completely different, but Pep as a manager, you want to go and play for Pep. Frank was a fantastic player. Yeah. Sometimes you want to go to these clubs because you go, oh my God, it's Frank Lampard.
Can you overdo it? I'm looking at Frank's, what's he putting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 players have come in. Obviously, Carl Rushworth was there last season. So it's 8 really. Can you overdo it in terms of sort of unsettling the players that are there that got you to the Premier League by bringing in so many new faces?
You can, but it didn't bother Sunderland last year because it can go one or two ways. But I mean, the job that Regis Lebrie's done at Sunderland over the last couple of seasons is mind-blowing. I mean, you talk about getting promoted in your first season and then staying in the Premier League and finishing 7th in your second season. It can do, but again, it comes down to personnel. Like, you could bring in 10 players if you have to.
Yeah.
But if they're 10 good characters...
Then you'll be okay.
Yeah. But if you're bringing in like Granit Xhaka last season...
Fantastic.
A Dingra, I know he didn't really do too much, but bringing him in as well. Yeah. These type of players,
even when Brentford got Jordan Henderson for the first 4 months, Jordan Henderson was fantastic.
There you go. It's about the recruitment. If you bring in good characters that are also good players that are willing to obviously put the hard yards in, then you should be all right.
All right, final one then. The 3 that go down are...
I don't know. It's going to be tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can give you 2.
No, be realistic. Go on, be realistic.
I'm being realistic, right?
Be realistic. Go on.
I can give you 2. I don't know who the third is.
Give me the 2.
I think Hull City and I think Fulham. Yeah.
Wow, got rid of Marco Silva. You don't trust Arbeloa.
Well, they've lost some players as well. You just don't know. And listen, I know I've got some friends that are Fulham fans, and they're always moaning about recruitment. They are always banging their head about recruitment. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. And you look at what
it seems like they overachieve. Like, where did Fulham finish last season? 9th, 10th? Where did they finish last season?
I will tell you exactly where they finished last season.
Please let it be 9th or 10th.
Is that what you think they finished?
I think they finished 9th or 10th.
Fulham finished 11th.
Okay,
so you got it wrong.
Yeah,
100% wrong. But yeah, I always hear Fulham fans talking about the recruitment not good enough. And again, you look at this window, hardly anything. So I worry for them.
So you've gone Fulham, you've gone Hull, and the other one you can't think.
I don't know.
Can I tell you what you told me outside?
No, you can't.
One second. Can we say this?
No, you can't. So, yeah, so who do you think? Give me the 3.
Ipswich, Coventry, Hull City. Sorry, yeah, I think it's that difficult.
You think all 3 of the teams that came up going down?
But you know the reason I think that?
It's
because, you know why I say that? It's because normally you look at the team that finished 4th bottom last season, and you think, okay, they'll get dragged back. It's Tottenham.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you got to start looking at the teams that were dragged into it last season. You think, well, they've all made improvements. Tottenham Tottenham ain't going to do that.
No.
I think Crystal Palace could be
In trouble? Yeah, potentially.
And you lose Lacroix, obviously lost Gahey in January, you lost your manager.
Yeah.
That could be a bit of a
The
problem.
manager's a big
Mateta
one.
still might, it's like and Aaron whether or not
Yeah.
he stays.
I'm sure Muniz, I can't believe he's still there.
I can't believe no one's come in for him.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wharton's the one.
Wharton's the one. You know why? Because they've overpriced him. They've
Yeah.
overpriced him.
140 mil they want now, something crazy.
Joke, innit? Joke. All right, stick with us. More from Drive when we come back.
Mo's phoned us up,
Oh, here
Liverpool
he is.
fan. Right, Mo?
100% coward. Where you been?
Kenny,
How are you, Mo? Where you been?
Where you
I've
been?
been hey, I've been busy.
Oh, of course you have. Where you been? What have you been up to?
It's like you, Jimmy G. Where have you been? You've not been here for a while, and neither has Candy. I mean, Candy's been trying to get his hair like growing, but he's looking quite smart, Candy.
Yeah, it's come back,
Candy.
mate. Back. The hair is back. Everything's...
Right,
Are you going to be talking
Candy,
guff
right?
this season,
Yeah.
Mo?
What are you doing this season, Mo?
Listen to that. Look, I've been listening to talkSPORT all day, and obviously been hearing the ex-pundits. I mean, what is this about Arsenal going to dominate? What is Martin Keown on? What is going on? They just beat a poor City side yesterday. It was only a friendly. I mean, what's going on? Arsenal are going to dominate. There's only one team who's going to dominate this league, and that is the boys. The best team on the planet, Candy and Jimmy J. The best team on the planet. You saw them playing yesterday. Wow. You know what, Candy? I can't wait to this league to start. I am telling you, we're going to win the quad, Candy. Quad, Candy.
There it is. There it is.
The quad.
The quad's back out.
Quad back.
Listen, well, come on. No, look. Why you got music? Why are you putting laughter track on, right? Look, let's be honest here, right?
No, mate, listen,
Candy,
let's talk about your mob,
Candy,
right?
You shut up, yeah?
Let's talk
You
your
can't
mob.
talk, you shut up. Candy, you shut up. You can't talk. No.
Mate, what's going on at Liverpool? What's going on, mate? What's
Candy,
happening at your place?
Candy, look. Candy, we're the best team on the planet.
You're not, though, are you, mate? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. He's definitely scoring this.
Listen!
No!
Yes! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
out. No goal.
That was embarrassing.
Good evening, you listen to Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, Darren, Ben in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. Still to come, we are going to be bringing you our exclusive chat with the big man, the gaffer, Premier League champion, Mikel Arteta. But just quickly, Harry Kane has said he is ready to begin discussions with Bayern Munich over extending his contract. All this talk about Harry Kane to Saudi.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Can you imagine the money on offer there?
I hope he comes back, though.
Premier League?
Yeah.
Just to break Shearer's record and then, yeah.
Well, no, I just think it would be nice to see him back in the Premier League.
Where?
That's the problem you've got.
Where?
I mean, if I'm Man United, I'm doing everything I can to bring him back.
Yeah. Think you still could do a job in the Prem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do.
And Rodri, by the way, has completed his move to Barcelona. 4-year deal for Rodri.
Yeah.
4 years.
I mean, if that you just said it in the break there, but must watch now. La Liga.
Yeah, La Liga.
Barca.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
Rodri
man,
versus
no.
Jude Bellingham. Yes, please. Bit more of that. All right, it's time for this. Yeah, this is the best of TalkSPORT and Friends, where we run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across the TalkSPORT network and, of course, our sister stations. Let's kick things off with this afternoon's H&J. Here's Andy Jacobs reading his favourite gossip column of the day.
Over dinner while staying with friends last week, one of the guests proceeded to cut up their spaghetti. I looked up...
Not a euphemism, an actual fact.
Yeah. I looked at them in shock.
Oh, okay.
Who cuts up spaghetti?
Kids do, don't they? Kids, when you've got young kids.
And my wife does, to be. I don't agree with it, but she does. The guest explained they've never been able to twiddle it round their fork, so always did this. I wondered why I reacted so strongly. Was it surprise or rubbishness?
No, you've got a column
it's
still.
rubbishness, yeah. Does long pasta actually taste better?
It's interesting, that, actually. Okay, this is... Are they talking pre-cooking or post-cooking?
I'm guessing post, no?
Is it post? Post, okay. Do you ever cut up your spaghetti post-cooking?
Yeah, to eat it, yeah, I do, yeah.
You can cut your spaghetti?
Well, I just like chop it into bits and then...
You do that?
Just so I can shovel it in my mouth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm shocked you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that, basically. Someone may say, I break it up before it goes into a pan. I break it up.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You don't cook, do you?
Yeah, I do, yeah, 100%.
You don't cook. You don't cook. You don't cook.
Okay, all right.
What's your best pasta dish?
Spaghetti bolognese.
I agree. It's a random one. What's the best thing to read when you're sitting on the toilet? Wait, 1 second. How we go from pasta to toilet talk?
I scroll on my phone.
Same.
Just scroll on your phone.
Yeah, same. And stay in there for a long time. A reminder for all the best bits of the show, check out H&J Daily, wherever you get your podcast from.
Over to last night's sports bar, the boys secured an exclusive interview between Dan Lawless from West Ham Fan TV and Eddie Howe.
Wow.
Now listen, Eddie, I've got a proposition for you, mate. West Ham, massive club. London.
Hacienda was a massive club once.
Yeah, well, now we're still, listen, we'll always be in. We've got a massive fan base, Eddie, right? We're in London. We're gonna back you, window to window to window. We've got a plan. We've kept.
Is that
Jarrah
the truth, though,
Bowen.
Danny boy? I don't know whether that's the truth. I need evidence. You're going to back me. What's the package you're presenting me?
Okay. What's the best and worst thing about...
Was that an impression of Eddie Howe?
I don't know what was going on there.
Shocking.
What's the best and worst thing about living in London?
Traffic's the worst. Best thing, multicultural, the food, the people.
Yeah, I had culture in my head, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so good, isn't it? London in the summer, best city in the world.
Yeah. Nah, New York.
Yeah, right, New York, you're
Do an impression of any celebrity.
That was my impression of Gabby.
Lovely, I like that, yeah. Okay, brilliant. What's your best piece of advice to always win arguments?
Don't have them.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
quick,
that.
innit? Quick, yeah.
Make sure you get your calls into Cundy and O'Hara when the sports bar returns tonight at 10 p.m.
All right, let's finish with some TalkSPORT gold. It turns out Benty and Big Alan Brazil have more in common than you might think. Neither are big fans of Drake. You're not a big fan of Drake?
I've actually been listening to more recently, so I actually don't mind him.
Go on, kill it.
Right, do you know when that hotline... when that hotline bling... What does that mean?
That? You got a bit of
I've got this. Do you know when that hotline bling? What does that mean, for God's sake?
Bling.
Drake songs have over 120 billion streams online.
You can't knock it.
Hotline bling accounting for 447 million of those. Oh, God, lend us a tenner.
When they talk about music, it completely goes over their head. Would you ever want Drake on Drive?
Yes. Massive, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I want him to sit over there and perform as well.
Don't know about that.
Yeah,
but actually, didn't Robbie Williams perform?
We've had Robbie in here.
You've had all of them.
We've had Richard Ashcroft. You've had a few, yeah.
Okay, so one question actually on that. Drake or Kendrick say they could both come on. Who are you taking on?
Kendrick Lamar.
There you go.
Wouldn't even bat an eyelid.
There you go. Who's your musical artist you'd like to see Big Al and Ray Parlour collaborate with?
G-Unit. Why you hit your face off the mic? G-Unit. 50 Cent and them boys. I'd love to see that.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, by the way, he's bringing out, I think it's today or tomorrow, the G-Unit trainers come back. And I had
Reeboks.
I had a couple pairs back in the day.
I see that he's doing
I'm about to buy another 2 pairs.
Are you?
Yeah.
You know what the thing is, though? I don't know if I could rock him with the G-Unit on the side.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
You won't even wear them. That's the problem with you.
I'm gonna wear them.
Don't wear your stuff. Who are two talkSPORT presenters you'd love to see face off against each other in a boxing match?
Andy Goldstein, Max Rushton. They're always talking. They're always talking about. I want to see it. I need to see it.
I think Max could do it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I'm on it. He's always talking about Max. I need to see it.
I think Max could do him. I think do. Our return to the breakfast show tomorrow morning, and he's going to have Super Alan McCoy alongside him. Of course, you can find all our shows on the talkSPORT app, where you can swipe between talkSPORT, talkSPORT 2, and all of our sister stations, so you never miss a moment. All right, it's time for no Googling. You know what? That's a really good transition. Jack, fair play. That's not easy.
Is it G-Unit as well?
Yeah, G-Unit.
Actually, it's boys 50.
No, but still, though.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible. I still to come, we are going to bring you our exclusive chat with Premier League champion Mikel Arteta, but it is, as I said, first time, so no Googling. Who holds the record for scoring in the most consecutive Premier League away games?
Oh, not games, because games is Vardy.
Yes, away games.
Okay, cool.
Answer when we come back. Wait. Any clues? Very quick. Any guesses?
Yeah.
Go on.
Played for Liverpool.
No. Answer when we come back.
In the traditional thought process of who's going to challenge Arsenal, they're all in a form of transition. They're all in. Liverpool have got to rebuild.
So you telling me Arsenal will win it again?
Well, you would think that there's a distinct possibility, as Martin rightly says, nothing is easy, and neither should it be, and neither should we hope it is.
Sure.
Right? But Arsenal are in the box seat.
Yeah.
And I don't want the narrative to be seeded because he'll start crying about it. But the fact is that you don't want them to still defeat from the jaws of victory, because it is theirs to win.
Sure.
They're the defending champions. They're in good nick.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that kind of talk.
They're in good nick.
That
We'll get to some talk with some
narrative
Arsenal
talk
fans
was
very
there.
shortly,
The
Martin.
narrative talk last
I wanna
season.
put this
Four games in last year, we're saying Arsenal had blown it. Yeah. Like, let's not get into all of that. It's theirs to blow. No. They can enjoy now. There's a new armoury.
Who said that?
This is a tough. They are winners, Jim. You cannot dispute that this season.
Well, they are. But let me ask you this before we hit the 10:30 break. Arteta's next evolution, are the narratives of boring Arsenal and set piece FC now being wiped aside?
Well, I'm not sure they were there anyway, because Arsenal, look, as I say, I didn't care if their winning goal came off
That was a strong narrative
the
last
backside of
season. You know
Gabriel
that.
or not. 25 goals from set pieces. Look, whatever way they found to, they'll be doing all of that again this year. It's every facet of their play. They'll try and pass the ball. Look how well they passed the ball yesterday when they went 2 or 3 goals up. The handbrake came off yesterday, and they got players in the final third.
Well,
that's the
what I
next
mean.
step.
Do you envisage a style change this season?
Well, I think it's a dominance, really. They were allowed to play football yesterday. This is what you're up against, isn't it? But no, I mean, the manager wants to go to the next step. That is to control games more.
Here are some of the best off-camera anecdotes from recent years at the Ryder Cup. As caddy Billy Foster went to relieve himself at the Belfry, he noticed only one of the 2 cubicles had toilet paper. Shortly after he'd sat down, Tiger Woods went into the empty cubicle and realised his mistake all too late. So Foster took some paper, reached under the cubicle with a rescue offering, and as Tiger went to take it, Foster uttered the words, "Europe, one up." Fast forward 10 years to the miraculous Medina. Rory McIlroy overslept and was in danger of missing his Sunday tee time. Thankfully, travel organiser Erica Stoll sorted him a police escort, and 3 years later, McIlroy proposed. Scottish legend Sam Torrance tells many a yarn about the great Ballesteros. Apparently, Seve would regularly give coaching clinics to his European teammates. When the same players asked for help a week later at the Italian Open, Seve would tell them to. Having started with a Billy Foster story, let's finish with one from the 12th tee at Oakland Hills in 2004. It was Jimenez and Garcia against Westwood and Clark in a practice round. And as they finished, Foster decided to jump in the buggy and speed away with all their clubs, only to lose control entirely and see it careering towards the spectators. Thankfully, the Red Sea parted and the buggy smashed into a tree, with viewers and clubs still intact.
This was
He was a
enormous
like
track.
we're supposed to.
How big was this though?
I'm having to do it because the clock in them things. Everywhere we go.
Yep. Very, very happy this is just the beat. Hey, listen to Drive on talkSPORT. This was... Don't know.
Beg for mercy.
All right, well, here you go.
Stop that.
You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, Darren Bett. A few months ago, we brought you the final no Googling question of the evening. We asked who holds the record for scoring in the most consecutive Premier League away games. The answer is...
Robin van Persie.
9 straight away games.
He's classy, is.
Yeah, 1st of January to the 22nd of May, 2011.
Was it United or Arsenal? I think he was still at Arsenal then, yeah.
Arsenal. And then obviously they spent a bit of money, got him. United won the league. Following us from 7 o'clock, Ricky Hayward-Williams hosts the Transfer Insiders. This evening he has Jacob Hawley alongside him. But now we have been bringing you interviews from today's Premier League launch throughout the show. Let's head back there, because right now Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is speaking to talkSPORT's Alex Crook.
Mikel, just a few days out now from the start of a new Premier League season. How excited are you returning in front of your own fans as the champions?
Very excited. We already have some glimpse about the competition again with the Community Shield final and the good feeling that we had after that victory. And now, yeah, it's a new season, new expectations. We had the opportunity to do something that we haven't done before in this football club, is to win it back-to-back, and that's the ambition.
How has training been since that Community Shield win? Because speaking to you in the tunnel in Cardiff, I think you were pleasantly surprised with the intensity your team were able to show after a lot of them obviously only got back late from World Cup duty.
Yeah, I was very impressed, but I think that it came down to the desire of the players to go an edge above probably the level that they had on the day. I was really pleased to witness that from the starters, from the finishes, the reaction from the players that they couldn't even be in the squad. And so far it's been a really good week, and we know that on Friday is going to be a real test. The first game of the Premier League is always very, very tough. Getting ready for it.
Did it feel like a statement, bearing in mind you were playing the team that you've been competing with for the title for the last few seasons?
Well, it was certainly one of the biggest tests that you can face in pre-season against the best opponent probably that you can face, with all of them starting the game almost, and for the team to react and to play in the manner that it did. So really pleased with that, but this is about consistency, about doing it every 3 days, and we know that the focus has to be, okay, what's next?
Only 3 managers have ever retained a Premier League title: Ferguson, Mourinho and of course Guardiola. How much of a motivating factor is it for you to join that elite list?
It's not personal, it's the collective ambition that we have and the ambition of the club, and and it's a beautiful challenge. So when you know how to do it, actually to replicate it, and the challenge, it will be different. The things that we will face along the journey will be different, but they will have similarities with experiences that we had in the last few years, and I feel very, very confident that we're going to give ourselves a big chance to be there again.
You freshened up the squad with the likes of Bruno Guimaraes and Zolis as well, both of them impressed at the weekend. How important is it to strengthen from a position of power and just bring some fresh ideas into the dressing room?
Well, I think when we have to show ambition at the club, it has to come from the very top, and I think ownership has been extremely supportive and ambitious in everything that we are doing at the club, whether it is the stadium or at the training ground, staff, players, and the motivation is always there, is to be better, and if we can identify the talent abroad to make us better, we have to do it, but especially we have to focus with the talent that we have in-house to make sure that continues to grow, evolve, and be better.
And you sense the new arrivals are driving on the established players because people want to keep their place in the team?
The new ones are always bring something else, and when those new ones as well, they come into the club for the right reasons and with the right ambition and with the right desire to build a new history at the club. It raises the level of everybody, me first, because there are other expectations.
And 2 weeks today, the transfer window closes. Would you anticipate much more business in terms of incomings between now and then?
Well, you can see the league, how unpredictable the league is and the amount of things that can happen on a day. So it's better not to talk too much, be prepared, be open, and hopefully we can wrap up the transfer window in a really positive way.
You were speaking before the Community Shield. You were asked about your long-term future and contract negotiations, and you said there's nothing to worry about, Arsenal fans. Do you see yourself as somebody who can do what the likes of Guardiola and Wenger and Ferguson did and stay at the club for many years and build a dynasty?
I want to do what I'm capable of doing and what is the best for the club, and I feel very, very happy and grateful to be sitting where I am with the people that I work with every single day, and my ambition is to continue this way.
Was it strange at Cardiff on Sunday that you weren't facing Pep Guardiola in the dugout, given that rivalry that's developed and obviously your relationship with him?
It was different. Obviously, I know Enzo really well, but obviously the relationship that I built with Pep when we work with each other, and then the amount of headaches and sweats that he has provided to me over the last 6-7 years to try to catch up to the level and the standards that they set in the league has been an absolute inspiration. I think he's left a benchmark and a mark in this league that it will be history forever, and he made us, I think, all of us better.
Have you had many conversations with him since the end of the season, since you were crowned champions?
I had, and I have due to have an important as well in the next few days, and I'm looking forward to it.
And just moving on to this game against Coventry, what's the challenge like facing a newly promoted team on the first day of the season?
Well, the first game is always really special for everybody. You have a long preparation. You've gone into the detail of absolutely everything about the opponent. You have time to do it, and then it's time to show it on the pitch. So, we can't wait. I know the atmosphere is going to be absolutely crazy on Friday night at the Emirates, and unless you play with that energy, with that conviction, and make sure we are at the top at the end of the game.
Just spoke to Victor Gyökeres, and obviously it's a special game for him against his old club. But you've got a bit of a selection headache, haven't you, given the former Kai Havertz at the weekend as well?
But this is what we want to create in and around the team, and the boys have taken that in a really organic way, and they all feel important. They all know the contribution they can make to the team, and Victor obviously is going to be a massive play for us.
And just one last one. When we were speaking to Richard Garlick earlier, he felt the continuity at Arsenal could give you the edge over a lot of your rivals this season, because there have been so many changes in the dugout, so many new managers, a record in the Premier League. Do you go along with that? The consistency actually could be your best friend?
Yeah, we have to prove it, but make sure that consistency comes with evolving and being better and having constantly that ambition to be a new generation and don't be stuck on stability. We have the right foundations, but we need to have the mindset to grow and be better.
That's a great interview there from our chief football correspondent, Alex Crook, alongside the current Premier League winning manager, your boy, Mikel Arteta. One thing that's stood out since Arteta won the Premier League, and seeing him on Sunday in the Community Shield, relax now.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like, done it.
You've got to think, for the last 3 years, they've been chasing it down. And people this season, whether they want to admit it or not, were waiting for Arsenal to fall off that cliff.
Yeah.
Everyone was, because of what you've seen the last 3 seasons, getting so close, finishing second, everyone was waiting for it, weren't they? There was moments this season where you could feel it, like it was like, here we go.
It's a couple of games.
Yeah, here we go. But no, to be fair, they've managed to get over the line. The players, the supporters, everyone's like taking a breath. And you're right, and that's the way I'd describe the performance at the weekend, and I get it. Manchester City were bad. Man City won't be that bad this season. Like, anyone watching that thinking that they've fallen off a cliff, they'll be better than that. But when I watched Arsenal, they played with that freedom. There was almost that lack of, everyone relax now. We've done it. Everyone said we couldn't do it. We couldn't win the league. We've done it now. So you know what they say? The first one was the hardest. The second one, if you go into the season, you play it like you did at the weekend, play with that freedom. You've got the squad there. You've got the players there. The whole squad who have been there. I know 1 or 2 additions have come in, but the most of that squad have been there for the last couple of years where they haven't managed to get over the line, but they've now felt what it feels like to lift that Premier League title. I expect Arsenal to look completely different this year.
You know, I always felt, and this is always difficult to kind of put into context because of the situation with Diogo Jota.
Yeah.
But Liverpool obviously won the league, went really big in the window. Everyone said won the window by a country mile.
Yeah.
And I think we're favourites to go and win the league and didn't, and dropped off a bit of a cliff. How important Arsenal may be, not too overconfident. I think the fans, you can speak for yourself, very like, yeah, we're going to win 2, we could win 3. How important to like, no, that one's done.
Yeah.
We go again now.
Yeah, I think it's really important. And you look at the Liverpool situation, and fair play, you can never take anything away from Arne Slot winning one in your first season, but he hadn't created that stability. He was just obviously kind of riding that wave. I know Klopp didn't win it the year before, but you almost
still felt it was Klopp's team.
You know what I mean? I tried to defend that, but a lot of Liverpool fans and Andy used to sit in that seat and go, no, we'll see how good he is when he gets to inherit and bring his own players, and he's obviously no longer there. Arteta had been putting in these foundations for 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
So it's there set in stone. So he hasn't got to make major adjustments. He hasn't got to have open heart surgery. He's just got to almost 1 or 2 little bits and bobs, and then Arsenal should be there because they've got the defence rock solid. They've got the fullbacks. They've got the midfield now. We're adding Bruno Guimaraes in. You've almost addressed that situation. He played really well. Zolis on that left-hand side. Gyökeres and Havertz both look fit. You've got Saka, Madueke. You've got Dalman. You've got Wanyeri, which looks like he's going to go. Lewis Skelly's still there. So the squad, we've still got the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. The squad's there. Now, can these players go again and do something that no Arsenal team's ever been able to do, which is go back-to-back?
Is the only issue, final one, is the only issue the Gabriel Jesus, Gyökeres, Havertz thing?
No.
Like, if it's a final tomorrow, who's your front number?
Havertz is number 1. He starts. Havertz starts, then Gyökeres, then Gabriel Jesus.
Okay. We are going to hear from Gyökeres when we come back.
So, Martin, you've already said that you worry for Manchester City in some way, but I mean, it's the Community Shield. Can you really take the Community Shield as a serious benchmark
I think that's
at
a bit
any time?
disparaging what you're saying. Let me just put it into perspective. So
How is it?
that's a game of honour, right? In terms of like, it's an honour to play in that football match because what it represents is the 2 most successful teams from the season before. So you walk out there, shoulders back, chest out, and you're proud to be there. Okay, you want to win it. Let me tell you, you want that in your team photograph. That photograph for Arsenal has been held back, and City, for this week, so they can maybe drop in another trophy. Arsenal will have that. You're proud to do it.
So you really value your
It's a dress
Community Shield medal,
100%, 100%. You should
Really?
dress. Oh, yes. Well, you'll have to take it from me. You've asked me the question. If you don't believe me, then what can I do about that?
Okay.
So I can just tell you how I was, my mindset. Now, really what I enjoyed yesterday was the mindset of the players. So obviously that's born out of the culture within the club. The manager's really pleased. You can see there's been a really good reaction. Ødegaard is back in the building, is ready to go. He's the captain. He's the player whose position's under most threat, and he played a big part in the game yesterday. So let's get that right. But you're right. If you lose the game, you can say it doesn't matter, we're not ready, because it's part of your training.
That's a very point.
But the thing is, it's still a valuable trophy. Whenever we saw Pep win it, wasn't that often, by the way, so we shouldn't be panicking in a Man City situation. They lost 4 of the last 5 Community Shields. You basically look at it and say, okay, it's part of the training, but we'll be ready for the start. It's a wake-up call for Man City, and I'm saying they need to wake up, Jim, because yesterday they fell below the standards that we've been used to seeing.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabrielle.
I can't watch this. He's definitely scoring this.
Listen!
No.
Guys, come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
out. No goal.
That was embarrassing.
Honest question, you're a Liverpool fan? I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's the better goalkeeper right now?
Alisson.
Right now, it's better than Rayo.
Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world.
Fair enough. I know you don't believe that.
Listen to Trevor Oladipo. Darren Bet in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Jack. Nah, I do think Raya's probably the best goalkeeper.
Right now, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he
That, if you talk about career, of course, Alisson.
Yeah,
But
best
now,
goalkeeper,
right now.
Yeah, Alisson can't stay fit, can he?
No.
I think that's the issue.
Oh, wow.
What's this happening? Aston Villa agree a deal to sign Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ricky Hayward-Williams is going to cover that on Transfer Insiders at 7 o'clock. Loads going on.
Wow.
West Ham might be in trouble, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear from Victor Gyökeres, a man that Bentley said needs to get 15 goals this season. Let's see what he says. He's been speaking to Alex Crook.
No, I think everyone starts on 0 points. So I think, it doesn't matter what they've done last season or the season before that or whatever it is. So, yeah, it's a new season. It's the same for everyone. Everyone's going to play the same amount of games. So, yeah, we have to do it all over again. So, yeah, we don't have to defend it. We just have to win as many games as we can, and then hopefully we'll be there in the end again.
I really, really, really want to talk about Victor Gyökeres, who, by the way, I think will do really good. Do good for you, winning.
Yeah, I think it'll fly this year, I think he did really well last year.
Yeah, we can hear more from that exclusive chat, by the way. Arsenal's Victor Gyökeres in kit as well, by the way. Why is he wearing a full kit? He's wearing a full kit to a Premier League launch. And you can hear more during the Transfer Insider straight after us at 7 o'clock. But now, it's time for this.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
Billy Wiz has joined us. 2 have become 3.
Evening, lads.
Evening. It's the end of the show quiz. Is it me against Benny or are we working together?
I think you work together because I've got a little.
So
top
lucky.
I've got a little
you are
top 10.
so
for you.
lucky.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I would have won.
No, you
I smashed Ashley Williams a couple of weeks ago. Couple of weeks ago. All right, come on then. But anyways, let's go.
You were discussing referees, new laws. We had Howard Webb on the show earlier.
We need to work together in this.
Pretty simple one today. I just want the top 10 most yellow cards in Premier League history. 10 players with the most yellow cards.
Big Duncan Ferguson.
Do you want to put him in?
Yeah.
Not on the list.
Honestly, you.
Wait. Why did you say yeah though?
No, because I'll let you go.
Okay, I've got one. You can go.
Oh, no, go again. If you want to
No, you go.
Hey, Roy Keane.
He's not on the list either.
See, useless. Guarantee. Patrick Vieira.
He's 11th.
So he's not on the list.
So he's not on the list.
Not on the list.
Oh my God.
Richard Dunn.
Good shout.
Not a good shout. He's not on the list.
Yellow cards, man.
My suggestion here, lads, would be think longevity.
Mate, who did you mention first?
What did I say first?
Yeah.
I said Duncan Ferguson.
Exactly, that's longevity.
I said no.
Gary Neville.
Nah, Gary Neville, no.
No, not on the list. His brother is 12th, though, so he's not on the list either. Not a great start.
Steven
lads.
Gerrard.
No.
Nice.
Oh, I've got one. Wayne Rooney.
Second on the list.
Oh,
102 yellows for Wayne.
What? He's got problems. Ian Wright.
Ian Wright, yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Hey, John Terry.
No.
No.
And it's a fact.
Think mainly midfielders would be my suggestion.
All right, this is a bit random, but I'm going to say it. David Batty.
No.
I mean, that's random.
That is random.
Midfield. He's a naughty midfielder.
Patrick Vieira, no.
I said Patrick Vieira.
Right, who played for Man United? But hey, Paul Scholes.
Yeah, he just
Yes,
missed him.
he's in there somewhere. 5th, 97. Still need number 1.
Most yellow cards.
Think lots of appearances.
Hey, we'll come with James Milner.
Who did he take over from at the
Gareth Barry.
Yes, number
I
1
didn't
on the
think
list.
of him as naughty. It's interesting.
123.
Okay, we'll get on that then. Just because of you said longevity. Jamie Carragher?
Not on the list, no.
Have you got any right yet? No, you haven't. Right.
And I was like, yeah, I need you.
Wazza. Right. Who played the Premier League for a long time? Carragher's not on it. Who played a long time? Carl Walker, long time. Vincent Kompany, maybe a fair few.
Nicky Butt, was he a bit naughty, Nicky Butt?
Hey, is there any more defenders on there, midfielders?
There's actually... there's...
Kolo Touré.
No, there's no centre-back in there.
The nicest player ever.
Oh, the Touré there.
Yeah, nice.
There's one defender on here, more of a fullback.
Lee
Bowyer.
Yes.
Good well done.
Joint third, 99.
Wait, was Woodgate a bit naughty?
Hey, what score must be in there, actually? There's a couple here.
Woodgate?
No, Robbie Savage, maybe? Joey Barton?
Joey Barton.
Do you want to put him in? He's not, but who else do you say?
I said Woodgate. Oh, Savage, which one?
Robbie Savage, 8th on the list. 89.
Well, you're the ex-pro player. You played with him.
You're halfway there, lads. About 2...
All midfielders still.
I'll give it away if I say... There's a fullback.
Ashley Cole?
No.
Ashley was not naughty.
No.
Carl Walker?
No. I'll give it away if I say this.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
Ivanovic?
No. There's actually a striker on here still.
Oh, do you know what? Shearer?
No.
What are his elbows about?
You know, yeah, there'll be people driving, screaming. Got this one.
Striker. Who's the just like...
Who was a bit just... Diego Costa.
No.
How was he not on there? Oh, not longevity.
He was only here for about...
Longevity.
Yeah, 3 years.
But even 3 years, he could have got 100.
Yeah.
True.
Chelsea. Strikers. Drogba?
Nah.
No, not Chelsea, no.
Teddy Sheringham?
No.
David Unsworth?
No.
I mean, that is rogue.
Fullback, Unsworth. Fullback, he was a bit.
You got about a minute on this. Do you want some clubs?
Yeah, please.
Go on.
There's a couple of Bolton boys on here.
Oh, Kevin Davis.
Yep, 3rd on the list. No.
Kevin Nolan.
Yes, 10th on the list.
Here we go.
All the Kevs.
Yeah.
There's a former... So the fullback is a converted winger. That's what I was going to say.
Ashley Young.
Yeah. Didn't think he was naughty.
Mate,
yeah.
would you have thought that?
No. More diving.
20 seconds.
Former Tottenham and West Ham midfielder. English.
Tottenham and
West Ham. Michael Carrick.
No, and Chelsea.
Scott Parker.
Yeah.
Didn't think he was thought.
Yeah,
92.
he put his foot in, yeah.
And then I can't believe you haven't said this. He's like, if you think yellow card, you think this man played for Sunderland. Send him in.
Lee Catamol.
Yeah.
He was.
88
Yeah.
yellow cards.
Hey, we done it with help.
Got there.
It doesn't matter.
You got one. Congrats.
I got 3. I got 3. You got 7. But it's team. It's a team. You've been listening to Drive. Adi Oladipo, Darren, Ben. Don't forget you can head over to talkSPORT's YouTube channel in case you missed any of our exclusive chats with Mikel Arteta and Frank Lampard this evening. Turn up the music. Don't go anywhere though, because up next is Transfer Insiders, where Ricky Hayward-Williams and Jacob Hawley are going to bring you an exclusive chat with Arsenal's Victor Gyökeres. Season.
There's a bit of housery about it, and since Cucurella's gone, I kind of like that housery.
Oh no, I think it's a great quality. I think if you're talking about a footballer strictly on the pitch here, and you use words like, oh, he's snide, he's snarling, he's aggressive. These are good words to use about a footballer. I want players to be like that. I think Chelsea have been a little bit too nice over recent years, and I think having somebody that is a little bit more on the front foot is a good thing. Enzo Fernandez, we've seen it. Like when he scored that goal against Paris Saint-Germain, he's running off towards their ultras, showing them the Club World Cup badge. Whenever we play Manchester United, he's got Mason Mount round the throat. Like he understands what Mason Mount's relationship with Chelsea fans is, and he leans into that. There are qualities to Enzo Fernandez, no doubt, but I'd 100% want him out of the club and 100% take the money.